Hey, welcome back to the Métropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is a Thursday night. It is December 12th, 2024. I am aware of what the date is because I've made a mistake. How's everyone doing? It's been a wild day. I'm a bit of a mess. Hopefully everyone else is doing a bit better. Hey, Gyro. Won't be able to stick around for this one, sadly, but wanted to wish everyone a good stream. Thank you, Gyro. Enjoy your evening, however it goes. I know this evening on the internet is the Jeff Keighley Game Awards show, the Oscars of video games. They're going to announce some stuff. You might be watching that, I guess. Who knows? Hey, Sunfish. Thanks, Gyro. See you around. Hey, good evening, Andre Supernaut. How's it going? Grandol. Good evening, everyone. Adam. Hey, how's it going? Today, there was some pretty notable news in the world of Netrunner. We had a new ban list that came out today. This is the 2412 ban list. Preparing for next year. Again, we have district championships, we have the Circuit Breaker Invitational, we have a lot of like big Netrunner. Now, technically it's not legal until the 26th, which is pretty, like, I don't know how much that's going to matter. Mind you, most of the organized play on Null Signal game stuff is off meta month, and they don't really care about this. I'm recovering from Luminal, but otherwise fine. Yeah, so real talk. The community teams in Null Signal games, they've been really good. This is a thing they started this year where they were handing out these sort of documents ahead of time so that content creators like myself can put the time to make a video that goes up online at the same time this ban list comes up. That's what we've been doing for the last ban list, standard or startup. It's sick. We're like pre-prepared, and then Friday morning, at like 9 o'clock, it goes live. They did the same thing. I knew about this as of last week. They sent it in. However, I did not pay enough attention. Every single other ban list has come out on a Friday. That's just how it is. Ban lists have always come out on Fridays. This is the first one that hasn't. And so when I looked at the document, which is like, be careful, don't release this information until the 12th. I was like, okay, cool, the 12th is Friday. And I just effed it up. So today I spent this afternoon recording the video that was meant to record, that was meant to come out tomorrow. And so it will be out tomorrow. My thoughts, we'll talk about it a bit now, but I'll have a whole video with thoughts coming out tomorrow, which it's like, it's fine. I just wish it wasn't like that way. And then today when I'm recording the video, I get like halfway through the video and I look down at my recording and like my microphone meter isn't moving. So I have to reshoot the video again. And so now after this stream, I have to edit it just so I get it out on time, which is like absolute mess. So I've been like staring at bright lights now for the last 3 hours, and we got another 3 hours ahead of us. So it's yeah, it's an evening. That being said, it's going to be an exciting evening. For those who don't know, Random Access Memories is the tournament that's happening on Sunday. Mind you, Off Meta Month has 2 big tournaments this weekend that Null Signal Games is putting together. Firstly, there's Eternal on Saturday. Tron's putting this together. This is on Saturday. It looks sick. Mind you, Tron has put a lot of work to get a document together. So for those who are not used to Eternal, there's a really nice onboarding document, which I think is fantastic. That's on Saturday. And on Sunday is Random Access Memories that coldlava is putting together, and we're going to be helping streaming this. What Random Access Memories is, we'll explain in a bit, because in just about 5 minutes, we're going to be joined on stream by both coldlava and JuniperTheory, to do a test drill to see if we can build a couple Random Access Memory decks in 2 hours. The short of the long is, when Random Access Memory, the tournament starts, it pulls a random card pool of cards, and then you have 2 hours to build your decks, and then the tournament starts. So we decided we'd be on stream for those 2 hours on Sunday and try and build some decks that you can play. So if you have no experience with deck building under 2 hours in a weird card pool, we would help you. And to put the pedal to the metal to the test, whatever the thing is, we're going to do it live on stream tonight and see how it goes. That's why I have a speedrun timer underneath my head. So they'll be joining in just a second. Just let me catch up on chat. Make sure to take a break to look at something further away for eye health reasons. It's a small apartment, Lucio. Help. Nanako's sitting right next to me, which is cute. Solid ban list. Now my Alexis trickshot altards can be framed and hanged without me needing to put them in decks. Yeah, there's also the Scott-Aminga altart trickshots. And also there's a playmat in like the upcoming CTK kit, which is trickshot, which like the art is still sick. And I think people will be happy to have it. But yeah, it is what it is. I had that happen recording a live event, so I had to go back and redo it in post, but it was bad. I wish I could play RAM, but it's too long for the time I have open that day. Supernaut, if you want, what I would recommend too is like jump into the beginning, do the little test where you can see if you can build the decks. You can play a round or two and you can drop. No pressure, but like if you ever say that I can't play the whole day, so I don't want to do the tournament, you can always play for a bit and drop out. Keep in mind, right? This one has no entry fee, so like it's super easy to get your money's worth, let me tell you. Okay, my eyes are stabilizing, sort of. Don't worry, I got energy to speedrun 2 deck builds in 2 hours. We'll try and build 4 decks. It'll be fine. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna try and ping some people on Discord. So I need can I just do a call here? Maybe I can just do a call here. I'm gonna do a call here. I'm doing a call. 1 second. How's everyone doing? What do you think of the ban list? Seems pretty good. I'm like pretty stoked that Reality Plus is getting banned. Like very, very stoked. I'll be honest. I don't know. Okay. Let me know when to join. Oh, you can jump in. Hey, I can hear you. 1 second. Stream can't hear you. Now stream can hear you.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is the voice of Cold Lava. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, and good ban list, I think, overall, since you're talking about that.
I think so too.
But,
I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're also joined by Juniper. Juniper, you here?
Yes, hello.
Hey, welcome. Thanks so much for joining. This is Juniper. Juniper, what's your Null Signal Games title? It's content manager?
Technically media team lead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For those who are joining in, I'm joined by first Cold Lava. Cold Lava, you're running the RAM event. Why did you pick Random Access Memories?
I played it. I don't remember when the last time it was ran. I think it was 2 years ago when it was ran.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And it was a little while after I had moved from Startup to Standard. I had a ton of fun in it, so I wanted to make sure it got played again.
You didn't know the old cards, right? Like it was just a total surprise to figure out what the old sets had in them?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think I'd seen a lot of like the kind of old boogeyman cards.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way.
The ban lists are just a shopping list. It is worth noting that there's no ban list in RAM, right? Besides the 2 packs that won't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which packs are those again?
It's Democracy and Dogma, which has all of the alliance cards from the Mumbad cycle. And then it's, I think, Blood Money, whatever pack has like Paperclip, Temujin, and Rumor Mill in it, which like is a pretty cracked pack, it turns out.
Yeah.
Juniper, have you played RAM before?
I have. One of my favorite tournaments I played was RAM, which I remember I specifically played in because I was really excited. It seemed I really enjoy limited formats.
Sick.
That sort of a thing is one of my favorite things to do in any card game, and it's always struggled with the fact that there isn't really a good limited format for Netrunner. Like, yeah. I love drafting it, but drafting it is really difficult. There's a ton of other things. RAM comes close. I don't think the problem's solved yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but RAM comes really close. And I played in a RAM tournament and got to run Andromeda, which just made me very happy because Andromeda is my favorite runner for printing.
It's like such an appealing tournament for different reasons to different people, right? Like for folks who've been playing for a long time, like I think I'd feel the same way. Getting to play like Andromeda or Geist or whatever your favorite old ID that's rotated out for a while, like it just is such a treat. But then for folks who are experiencing some of the powerful cards and the interactions that Netrunner players of jaded past have played, like that's also an absolute treat. There's so many cards that you probably don't touch, and this is an excuse to touch them. Now, really quickly, go ahead. Sorry, I just need to close a window.
Yeah,
I realized
Andromeda
my
was actually
that
was the very first pack I ever got.
Oh, get
was
out!
Andromeda. That was the one. I found it in a store. I was trying to find a pack that had Jackson Howard in it, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I ended up finding that one and just bought it and saw it and was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna make Criminal, and I made a Criminal deck and then lost at my first tournament. That's the first time I ever played that.
That's how we all mostly start, I imagine. For those who are not familiar, again, this is going to be streamed on Sunday. It's mostly all day. Can you take a second, Cold Lava, to explain the format, the structure of the thing?
Yeah, so at starting at I think it's 9 a.m. West Coast US time, we will be pulling 2 large data packs, which includes all the core sets that have been printed, so FFG core sets and System Gateway. And it also includes the big boxes, which are
Terminal Directive, Rain and Reverie.
Yes, yeah, all of those.
Yeah.
So we get 2 of those, and then we get 12, I think, data packs.
Yep.
And or sets, where a set is half of an NSG cycle. And then that is your card pool. And after we finish pulling those, we're going to start a 2-hour timer. And everybody goes off and builds decks. By the end of the 2 hours, you'll have to have submitted your deck lists. I think I'm going to be running on an ASOPs.
Okay.
It'll be either be ASOPs or Cobra, but I think ASOPs. And then we'll just start a normal Swiss tournament with those decks. I'm guessing we'll do 6 rounds of Swiss and a top 3 or a top 4, depending on the number of people.
Cool. It's single-sided, right?
Yeah,
awesome.
We'll do single-sided.
Sick. This is the weird thing is like I haven't spent enough time thinking about it. But are there certain packs you think you'd be more excited to see? Like, especially with the large sets, I feel like the large sets have such a huge impact on the card pool.
Yeah, I'm not sure specifically. So I think one thing is I'd like it to be different from the last. Well, I guess I've played twice. So I played once in an actual RAM tournament.
Yeah.
That was run kind of publicly, and in that one I played a combo CI deck.
Ooh.
We had FCOM CI, but the only shipment we had was Kaguya, so we were trying to work that out was kind of fun. Well, yeah, because it's two different cards, so trying to like score two agendas at once to make that work. And then the other one we did some for Mansion Runner last year, and I wound up on a what's the Jinteki that crashing things based
Industrial
on face down
Genomics?
cards. Yeah, and I had an IG deck for the Corp, and I had a Jaichinho Max deck for Runner.
Yo, how do people play RAM in person? They just bring all their whole collection?
No, I did the roll like 2 weeks ahead of time, so it wasn't like
very good
as constrained. But
okay, so you don't have 2 hours, you have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, speaking of that time limit, we're gonna have 2 hours tonight. I'm sharing my screen on Discord so that y'all can see it. It's worth noting that on the stream, I actually have like a live split speedrun counter, so I'm gonna be able to hit that button once we're starting. So to explain what's happening is on Sunday when it starts, there's 2 hours where we roll the thing live on stream. So it's a bit of a lottery system. And then we'll share obviously what packs are in the card pool. Now for the stream, we're not going to just turn the stream off and see you in 2 hours. We're going to try in 2 hours, try and build a handful of decks. So if you want to get involved and you're daunted by deck building, we hopefully will have at least one runner and one corp deck for you to like just absolutely crib and have a good time in the tournament. I think the deck will be totally fine. Are you all as confident as I am?
I think at least at one corp and runner probably do that throughout. I think if we go for 2, then we'll see how good the decks are.
Do you want like one good deck or 2 okay decks? Yeah, we might just have to do one good deck. But like if you want to participate in RAM and you find deck building overwhelming, or you do the RAM build and you think your deck just sucks at the last minute, you can just crib this deck and it'll be probably fine. So
yeah, and
yeah,
I was gonna say we also may. I guess how I originally imagined it, and I don't know how you two imagine it, was that we would do like, we wouldn't necessarily finish the deck. We might be like, here's the core of a deck. Here's like 30, 35 cards that really define the deck, and then leave the rest open to the viewer.
Yeah,
I guess it depends on what we wind up doing.
We can. I'd say we can do that if we have some time, because we definitely want to give people to potentially use it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. So on that note,
see how long it takes to build a deck.
Exactly. Yeah. I have no idea what it's going to take. So we're going to do the roll. We're going to do the roll slowly. This is also very importantly, this is not Sunday's roll. The chance that Sunday's roll is going to be the same as this is very, very unlikely, but we're just doing a random roll to figure things out. If you want to at home follow along and try and build your own decks in the same time, so be it. I think that's going to be exciting. But we're going to go through it. And I think the first thing we're going to do is after we roll the sets, we're going to go through set one by one, and we're going to highlight some of the cards that are probably worth remembering that are there and worth like keeping in mind, right? So if we see like a good tag punishment card, that's probably worth keeping in mind. If we see a good way of getting tags or a fast advance, I think one of the easiest ways to break the pool down is to come up with like some of the win conditions and then realize what around that exists. I, as a player, am not very good at knowing what cards came from each pack. I know it comes in each cycle, but if you tell me like we've rolled Caligoda, like I have no idea what's in there. So we're going to all try and figure it out together. Secondly,
I will say also real quick, I'm not sure if it's fixed on the website, but previously, if you roll the newest sets, they wouldn't show up in the animation, but they can still show up. So if anyone doesn't see those on the screen, yeah, they can still show up. I
forget, where do you go to do the randomizer? You just click on the large sets. Yeah. Okay. Here. So these are all the large sets, and on the small sets, it's not currently showing the liberation cycle, but they will show up in the roll. So I did a test roll on Tuesday and it did show up. This is different. Shout out also to this website. I'll share it in the chat, but this was put together by Lost Geek a long time ago, and it's just like incredible. On top of that, there's another website that's called the RAM Legality Checker. I haven't used this. How does this work?
So there's 2 ways for it to work, and after we're done with RAM, it will generate a string of packs that you can put in. You can put in here somewhere, But I was talking to Lost Geek earlier today, I think, and he said he'll be here's custom.
Yeah.
So that's one way to do it. But he said he'll be around on Sunday and update this with the latest roll as we do it, so that it's ready for people to check.
So the idea is that once you're done with your deck list, you can copy paste it in here and it'll do a check to say like, yeah, you didn't mess up. You didn't grab Sure Gamble, which you instinctively did, and it's not part of the card pool. Also, we'll show you when we do this, there's many great ways on Netrunner DB, if you build your deck on Netrunner DB, to go to your collection and just only pick the packs that are there, which means Netrunner DB won't show you any of the other packs. That's another great way, but this is the final check to make sure you've done it right, which I would recommend doing this. I'll share this link as well in the chat. This will matter more on Sunday. Okay. Y'all feeling good? Did I roll Honor and Profit? No, I just clicked on it.
No.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I just picked. You can choose it? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
you can manually change it.
Okay.
Oh, we're good.
You ready? I'm gonna start the timer. I did it again. Wait, hold on. I'm clicking too much. Yeah?
I was gonna say I think on Sunday we'll probably start the timer once we have the full roll, so we can go through the roll quickly.
Okay, cool.
And then start the timer and start building.
So there's an animation way to do this fast or do it slow. Let's just do it. How do you do the fast flashy way that has the animation? Do you know?
Go at the bottom, roll all sets at once.
All right.
But I imagine on Sunday
on Sunday if we're gonna do it all at once or we're gonna do it slowly?
I would say we'd do it slowly on Sunday and just kind of talk about each, give like 10-20 seconds on each, if pick out a card or two.
Okay.
But
also worth shouting this out if you're watching, mind you, we'll still interact with chat. I can read chat. Hopefully Cold Lava and Juniper are saying chat too. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask and chime in. Also, let me know if the audio, if I need to bring someone's level up or down. I probably should have said that sooner, but you already hit the button?
Yeah.
Send it. All right. Wow, that is a strange option of large sets. So we got, this is the cool thing about the website. Yeah, this is an oh boy start. So firstly, we have Terminal Directive. To do a quick recap, let me hide my camera. Terminal Directive is a box. It was a legacy card game for a minute, and it only supports 4 factions. So it's Criminal, it's Shaper, it's HB, and it's Wayland. And I think the cards are incredibly inconsistent in power level. Does anybody have any favorites in Terminal Directive? IPO is sick.
Hunter Seeker.
Yeah. So this is a very powerful card. It says play only if the runner stole an agenda during their last turn, trash a card. That's just a good ability. It is a double too, but it's 2 influence. That seems quite nice. Whoredom is a fine ice. I don't know if people are really excited about that. I don't know if Scorpios is worth anything in the format.
What? There's a good clearance. Yeah, there it is. Ultraviolet.
This is the spend your whole turn to gain 4 credits and draw 4 cards and install a card. It's mandatory technically. I don't know if Null Signal Games has made that not mandatory. They probably have, but that is technically a good card. We have Marilyn. We have a heap of really regrettable HB Ice, which is kind of that time. And then one of the most powerful cards of all time, Estelle Moon. Y'all played Estelle Moon before?
A little bit in Eternal.
It is.
She's disgusting.
She's disgusting. Yeah, she's really good. So the idea is that you can at instant speed crack this, and it's just asset spam becomes more asset spam. She gains power counters when you install new servers. It can be ice, but it's usually assets. And then when a runner runs this, they have to afford to trash it, and then you just draw an absurd amount of more assets. So this is definitely worth keeping in mind. Otherwise, brain rewiring is basically like modern re-education. So you basically get the runner down to no hand size. You can build whole decks around comboing this. It almost won Worlds back in 2018, I want to say, or 2017. Neutral stuff. Dean Lister is an okay card if you pay AIs. You have some good Shaper stuff. Laguna Velasco is banned, or was banned for a long time, for just being too much card draw, as much as you need a good way to use it. We have
ShadowNet's good to keep in mind depending on what else we roll.
Yeah, this is true. This is like one of the unique recursion cards that plays events ignoring all costs. So you have cards that have additional costs. Sometimes that matters, but it's just nice recursion. Deep Data Mining is a multi-axis card. If you don't use your MU, that's tricky.
Did we get... Oh, we didn't get Old Hollywood. I was going to say ShadowNet's fun with Fan Site. We didn't get Old Hollywood,
so that's a great combo.
That's not really doing much.
I think all the criminal cards are rubbish besides Maxwell James, which is a very strong card. You can de-res a piece of ice protecting a remote server, and you can do that on encounter, so they can't re-res it, only after you've ran HQ. So it's kind of like a Lucky Charm, but more obnoxious to the corporation.
Spearfishing is okay. I mean, part of RAM is playing cards that you don't really want to play, potentially, and spearfishing is an okay inside job.
Yeah, that's right. It's like inside job 3 or 4 in whatever format it's in, but in RAM, that might be good enough. Now,
it should be noted there's no Anarch or NBN or Jinteki cards here.
Yeah, Yeah, it's only
Just
2 of the
nothing.
factions, which is really ugly in some ways because we rolled Data and Destiny, which is also only NBN cards. And then I think the mini factions are going to be pretty exciting. And I wonder how often mini factions are quite strong in RAM. If you roll Data and Destiny, you have most of their card pool, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So Data and Destiny, for those who don't know, was the 4th deluxe expansion that came out in Fantasy Flight Games times. And each deluxe expansion was a pair of 1 runner and 1 corpse. So the first was HB and Shaper. The 4th one, the question mark was, what was it going to be? And so it's NBN on the corpse side, but then what runner were they going to pick? They've already served all 3 runners. And so what they ended up doing is releasing these things called mini factions. So you have Apex, the thing that wants to eat all things, the digital entity. We have Atom, which is the first Biroid runner that wants to break free from the 3 directives. And then we have Sunny, the world's best mom, who is just at work doing security stuff. I don't know. I kind of want to play Sunny, but like, no idea if that's gonna be good.
Is Adam's other directive in the pool? I have no idea what pack.
We'd have to
it's in.
check.
Adam is famously very hard to play without
the Force.
What's the other one? It's Find the Truth, I believe.
Yeah,
that's
an
the
escalation.
It's an escalation. Okay, no luck.
We didn't get escalation, so no. So playing Adam's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Oh, we got Magnum Opus reprint. Wait, I didn't know that was a possibility. That's pretty funny.
That's
Okay. So the mini factions are on their own kind of thing. A lot of their cards are pretty self-contained. Like they're not incredibly flexible. Apex actually has very flexible cards. Like Apocalypse is a game-winning card if you run all central servers like Deep Dive, except it destroys everyone's board state. And then if you want to play trash-based rigs, you have like Harbinger, which you can trash multiple times if you have Pawn Shop, which we don't. And you have Wasteland for trashing more cards, which I don't know if that's going to be useful. We have Currents in this format, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's messed up. That's kind of messed up. We got Employee Strike. It's just going to be the best current we have access to, probably.
Also, something funny I just noticed: there's not a single NSG card in this roll.
That is.
What's the chance of that?
I mean,
I don't know. It's actually
not
probably
that bad.
relevant.
Yeah,
because there's 6 packs per FFG and only 2 per NSG.
It means the card pool is also going to be smaller because if you roll an NSG pack, instead of getting 20 cards, you get 60 cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now we have
Let's keep going.
Global Food, which is really good.
Oh.
We have 24/7 news cycle. That is a build around. We don't have breaking news. We have some good NBN ice, some really good NBN ice, and I would say that's mostly it. News team is annoying.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Blood and Water, Red Sand Cycle. Not my favorite, but some really
Obo.
spicy cards. We have Boroid. We have Obokata. It's very good. Shipment from Tenon is a fast advance if the runner hasn't run, which that just happens every once in a while. And then I would shout out maybe Mass Comms if you do very slow advanceable ice strategies. Those seem really hard.
24/7
NBN 5/3, which given that there's a lot of NBN, you could definitely do some Glacier thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can 24/7 this. Is that what you're saying, coldlava?
I was thinking of meteor mining. Does that work?
Oh yeah, it technically works. It technically works. Yeah, that's true. Loki's also good. That's good. But yeah, you could do that. 24/7 re-education also seems like you could maybe find someone.
No, shipment from Tenon. I hate that.
Yeah, that's a good one for the corp. Okay. Let's move on to Free Mars. I don't know if these are the order of release. These are random. We have Mars for Martians. That's currently banned in standard. If you go tag me, it's a card draw and 700 credits. We have Blue Moose. Oh shit, the neutral cards we have are really good. This is just free money forever.
That's you just put that in any runner.
Yes, this card was very quickly banned in standard. We have an OK Killer for 1 influence. Nanotech was totally fine. You're going to see the Red Sand Cycles kind of all over the spot. And then I think the Thonium is probably actually for 2 influence, a pretty reasonable ice. You can res it for free if you need to. This card got banned in standard about a year ago. Very, very good.
Just building a data loop Obokata deck might be reasonable as well, depending. I don't remember if Ag is in these Red Sand Cycles, but
we have almost all the Red Sand Cycle. We have 4 of 6 packs, so there's a chance that we'll have it.
It's going to be difficult without any of the neutral Jinteki cards in the big sets, especially with such a limited card pool, but you might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Station 1. We got Clan Vengeance and Counter Surveillance. Those are 2 win conditions on their own. Those are really fun. Otherwise, oh boy, that's a really bad pack.
I've always heard people say like Red Sand, the entire set is either Red Sands is either the most broken cards or just nothing playable at all.
It's really, really rough. There's a huge gulf. Like so many of these cards I'm not going to red sense too hard. Like have typos on them. They're just like, yeah, they don't make a lot of sense.
People play build script.
Yeah, in 2023 eventually. 2024, and we didn't make fun of them. Council of the Crest. This is the Katara cycle. So we got Corporate Grant. That's a very playable current. We have another Sunny card. That can be fun. We have a Nancy. And we have Asmari.
Yeah, NBN's starting to look strong.
Yeah. I'm imagining with Data and Destiny, people will play NBN.
With Anansi and Obokata, that's all you need for a good Jinteki deck right there.
We have also
Code
Replicator, which is not like a strong defensive upgrade, but it is kind of interesting with some of the ice. Not the best, but sometimes you have to make do with what you have. Cool.
Armed Intimidation is another thing you could breaking news.
Oh yeah, this is breaking news. You can 24/7 armed. Wait, that actually might be sick. That's really cool. Yeah, we have Degree Mill and Re-Education. We actually can play as Mari 6.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. That's rough. Okay. We got the Valley. Valley, mind you, I love the Sand cycle so much. So we have Clot. That is just worth knowing. The difference between whether Clot exists and whether runners can produce Clot at instant speed, that is a different problem altogether. You have a whole bunch of cybernetic stuff. Symmetrical Visage is totally playable.
The single greatest Jinteki identity.
Yeah, that's 3 different identities in one. Yeah, we have Cortex Lock. That's actually worth knowing.
Yeah.
We have Tech Startup as an asset spam piece and Capital Investors if you want to do a Stell Moon. Not those, I don't know if you pay 2 influence for Capital Investors, but just watching out for any asset you have with the Stell Moon is worth something.
If we get something to support adjusted chronotype as well. I don't think I saw anything there yet, but...
It would just be Wildside, right? And that's in core set. So I think we're out of luck.
That's core set? Okay.
Yeah. Second thoughts. This is a spin cycle. So the second cycle, prepaid voice pad, totally fine. Ooh, not otherwise a good set, huh? Ooh, structure. Okay, sick. Neutral cards. We got some good stuff. We also have shipment from Sansan. Yeah.
We had restructure, but we also had IPO.
Yes.
So
yeah, we have the whole neutral econ suite, which is kind of sick. I think we also have Rashida in this, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to help. Okay. Magnum Opus reprint. Classically, this is the highest banned card per capita in all of set releases, I think. So we have crowdfunding, slot machine. Those are quite good cards. Border Control, obviously very, very good. And labor rights probably won't make sense with a card pool, but it's labor rights. It's fine.
I hate to see crowdfunding and also criminal cards because it means you can make a good deck with just that. You don't need else.
I wonder how much we're going to be limited by like not getting a console. Because like I haven't been on console watch, but I don't think I remember seeing a console that's exciting.
ID watch is a thing too, because I think in at least one of the last ones, we didn't have an ID for some factions.
At all?
Yeah, in some of the past ones.
Holy shit. Yeah, okay. That's great. All right, Chrome City. No identities. That's fine. We got Turntable, which is one of the strongest consoles of all time. It's pretty universally playable.
Yep, you could just put that in any.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't play many of these other cards. Little Engine is worth keeping in mind. It's a fine card. And Oaktown Renovation is one of the best agendas of all time. According to me, it's pretty good.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
Fantastic. All right, Devil and the Dragon. Okay, we have a good ID. That's going to be good. We have Knob Kari, but I don't think we have support for it. We have BioVault, which really helps if we want to play. We can play as Mari 6. That's sick. Eula for Asmari 6.
Data loops in there.
Yeah.
Rashida.
And we have Rashida. We also have SSO with CityWorks Project and Adudawa, which is a bit of a build around, but Rashida's going to help corporations, that's for sure. I feel like the corporation cards have been better than runner cards so far.
Except for Blue Moose.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Scion. Weird pack. Oh, we have Egg. Yo, we're set. Sick.
Oh.
So we have mostly AgInfusion. We have a really cool big decoder. We have an offensive defensive upgrade. And we have Audacity. Is there anything else we really care about here?
I guess Red Planet Couriers, since SSO is here, you can do funny things with that. I don't see why you would. If one of the other packs has government takeover.
Yeah. Or even just like Beal. But I don't think we have a biotic. Like we have to risk it slightly.
No, government takers from the big set. But yeah, be very.
Oh yeah, it's Order and Chaos. You're right. Okay. We only have 2 more. So we have Cyber Exodus. This is one of the earliest sets of all time. We have some actually impactful cards here. Joshua B, if you want to play Tag Me, but I haven't seen too many payoffs. We have Viper and Vitruvius. Yeah, we've countered, but I don't know how you get tags, right? Like, we don't have God of War, I don't think.
Well, I mean, Joshua B tag gives you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you could just farm Joshua B. We have another generic Shaper option because we already had Isla. Personal Workshop is just a really good card in theory, especially if you want to be a bit reactive. And then Pop-Up Window and Market Accounts is a totally fine asset spam card. We also have really bad Regolith mining license. Oh, it's so much worse than Regolith.
Project Vitruvius is interesting with the other purple cards, especially because there's an Audacity.
Yeah.
I don't know how many other low purple agendas there are.
We've seen, well, we have all the ones from Terminal. So we have like the 4.2 that lets you install a bunch of cards. We have the 5.3 that gives you clicks. We have a couple options. I think we could build an HB agenda suite if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
And lastly, First Contact, Lunar Cycle. This is our only Lunar Cycle pack. We get Eliza's Toy Box. That's honestly, we could play AgInfusion Toy Box. And I don't think that would be terrible.
No, that would be pretty good.
Honestly, it would be fine, I'm pretty sure. We got Crisium. We have a Quetzal. We have 1 Grail Ice. Generally, you want those in more than ones. We have a Criminal Console. And then we have the most interesting shard. This is actually a scary one to play around. There's no Spin Doctor. There's no Jackson Howard. So our recursion options are like bad.
Was Obelisk in the set?
Obelisk? In this? No, I don't know. What set is Obelisk in?
I don't know. I just know that shard plus Obelisk is.
Oh, yeah. No, that's escalation.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Yeah, we don't have any. Yeah.
Does Personal Workshop instant speed clot? It totally does. If you put it on there at any paid ability window, if you have at least 2 credits, you can instant speed any hardware or program. It's really good if you have things like StimHack or like Overclock, but we don't actually have any run events that give us credits, I don't think. All right. So what this thing does, which is sick, is that if you hit generate links, it gives you this link here. And so you can copy this. And so if you go to Netrunner DB, and anytime you're doing a search prompt, if you search this, it'll filter it out. What do you have to do? E:. This is basically your search. And so knowing this, you can go into your deck builder and you can change your collection. So we will do that in a second. Should I start the timer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also going to say day of,
yeah.
I'm also planning to copy those links into the announcements channel in the Null Signal Discord where this will be running.
Awesome.
So that everyone can just grab it easily.
Outdoor Plumbing's asking, can you put the link in chat so we can copy it? Yeah, that is the link there. So you can go ahead and copy it in. If you want to search sets, you have to do E:, but we're also going to set our deck builder.
Reminder that this is not for Sunday.
No,
this is just a fun thing for us. But if you want to build decks with us, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, build your own deck, compare it. I think Corp decks, we have so many options. Runner decks might be a bit more iffy, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm going to log in. I'm going to start the timer, actually. So we're off.
Yeah, go for it.
Green timer. You can't see it on screen, y'all. Maybe I can if I put it down here. Now you can see it. Okay, so important things you have to do. Let's start on the Corp side. I think it's usually better to build a Corp deck first and then build a Runner deck because the Corp deck presents the problems, the Runner deck solves the problems. So we're just going to pick an identity that we know is in the pool. Technically, this doesn't matter. And then you have to go down here and hit the casual button. Otherwise, you're going to run into issues. And then, is it possible? Can one of y'all read me the names of the IDs and I can clear this? Do y'all remember them?
You post in chat. Yeah.
I think from memory, we have Magnum Opus, we have Terminal Directive, and Data and Destiny.
Data and Destiny. BAW is...
Uh-oh.
I'm just looking at what you put in chat.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll just open it up in another screen for now. So Blood and Water, Free Mars,
Blood and Water.
Station 1. Okay. So, oh my God, I already forgot. Blood
and Water, Free Mars. Station
Blood and Water, yeah.
Free Mars? Station 1?
Yep.
Okay, what else we got?
I know Earth Sign was also in there.
Okay. I'm just going to double check. I don't want to get this wrong, so sorry. Okay, so Council Valley 2nd. That'll make sense. Council, the Valley, Second Thoughts. All right, we're mostly the way there. And then we have wrong tabs. Chrome City, Devil Dragon.
You skipped Magnum Opus as well.
Oh, I already added it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was Earth Scion, Chrome City?
No, it was Chrome City, Devil Dragon. Not Earth Scion.
Shit. Okay. Devil. The Devil and the
Lower.
Dragon?
Oh no.
Earth Scion, Exodus,
Oh,
First
right,
Contact.
Earth Scion is right there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but you're right. I did it wrong. I just got lucky. Earth Scion.
Cyber Exodus.
Thank
First
you.
Scion.
Cyber Exodus is a data pack? Okay. And what was the last one?
First Scion.
First Contact. Okay.
Or First Contact. Scion.
It's not the first data pack. First Contact, Lunar. Okay, cool. All right. So to check, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 small packs and 2 big packs. We are off. So this is where it gets pretty grim, is that, well, in some ways it's really easy to do deck building because you just hit all the Jinteki and all the neutral agendas and you see what you have, and then you just make this make sense. Now you're going to have to ignore the card suggestions because they won't be legal. Yeah.
How much Jinteki ice do we have before we build AgInfusion? Because that was the thing I was most worried about.
That's a really good check.
Like a
oh, it looks
is there
good.
a livable ice? Okay, yeah.
That's
Anansi,
fine.
Cortex Lock. There's enough here. Yeah.
We also have some big neutrals. Like we have Assassin, which is really good in limited format.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some good neutral agendas. But that's actually like a really good way to start, is that if you just go from faction to faction. So like this is all the Wayland dice we have. There's a lot more options here. And I think on average, these are okay. Like these are honestly fine.
Yeah.
Border Control, Colossus.
And NBN should be good too, I think.
Yeah. I imagine NBN's going to be really good. So NBN, we have a lot of good options. Like Turnpike is cracked. Slot Machine is busted. Pop-Up Window and Resistor are fine. Newshound, if we play a Current, is really, really good. Little Engine's fine. Eula is fine. Data Loop is good. Archangel's really good. Like our NBN Ice Suite is sick. I imagine our HBI Suite might suck because we have a bunch of the bad next dice.
Yeah.
We have Noreen.
Yeah, you could make a next deck.
Oh, that's the wrong Eli.
Yeah, the bad Eli, Executive Function, Home Guard. Like, I think HB is just kind of out of the question. This Ice Suite looks awful unless you do asset spam.
Yeah, I was thinking HB asset spam, but yeah.
Let's see what assets we have. Marilyn, Malia, Estelle, obviously. It's looking rough. It's looking kind of rough out there for HB.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terminal Directive. Where do y'all want to start? Is there a faction we want to tackle?
Well, that Jinteki deck, I mean, with Obokata and Anansi, that seems a reasonable deck to make pretty quickly.
We have one Jinteki asset? What the heck? I picked
Edge of World's asset? Why do I always think that was an upgrade?
That's kind of weird. Okay. All right, let's build a deck. So I think we can start with just let's do the agenda suite really quickly. So we know our good agendas, right? We have Global Food Initiative. That's just a good card. This card, you have to make sure it makes sense with your agenda suite, but it just is basically putting fewer points in your deck so the runner has to work harder. Let's put 3 in there and figure out whether that makes sense. Next up, we like Obokata, right?
Yep.
All right, we just need to add one more agenda and we're good. I don't think there's a good 4-2 in this for us. This reses it.
Timely.
Wait,
release.
No, it doesn't res.
Yeah, it
does.
Oh, then this is AgInfusion, right? Like we just install the ice and AgInfusion them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pre-do it though, because it always winds up behind them.
No, in any position.
In any position. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
So it's border control, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it come from archive?
Yeah, archives or HQ.
Else?
Okay.
Anything else? So profiteering is bad publicity. Paper trail's probably not awful, depending on the card pool. Like Trace 6 is a lot, and connection and jobs are good. So this is an option. I don't know if the card pool supports it.
Jobs.
Yeah, we'd have to look at the runner card pool. It's hard to like commit to that soon.
What is seed replacement to?
Oh, don't worry about it. It moves ice around. It's really bad.
What's genetic resequencing again?
Genetic is the 3-1 that does the win scored ability. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's placed as an agenda counter. So it's like Bifrost, but it adds agenda counters. Yeah. So if we had Nisei tokens, that's pretty good. Clone Retirement is a bad publicity thing, which removes or it takes bad publicity. It's not bad to have a 2-1 in a deck that's running 5-3s. Like, that's actually kind of worth something. We could consider that. And then Chronos, if the card pool supports it. And so far, we've seen very little recursion. We've seen no bin breakers. I don't know if we need to remove the runner's heap from the game. Besides Steve.
Actually, crowdfunding.
They can't run 3 times into AgInfusion, right? Right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I hope so. Like, I don't know. Crow's saying
it is something that I'm thinking of. Just like Blue Moose too, I guess, technically.
Yeah, Blue Moose is going to be a problem. I think that's also a thing we're going to realize is like, how many ways can the runners deal with Anansi in the format? Like, there's a chance that it's just bad, like a bad answer.
Well, I think once you build
Yeah.
once you build the decks, you build one deck, then you build the other deck,
And then
and you
you
go, okay,
come
wait, no,
back.
I've realized that this can completely destroy my other deck or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, for now, I think a TPR makes
T-
sense, or maybe 2
Yeah.
clone retirements. I think they're both pretty good ideas.
Let's leave TPR for now.
Cool. All right. Let's just roll through the different tiers. Like, we're going to make deck building as simple as possible. We're just going to do all the assets, all the ice, all the upgrades. Like, we're going to take 20 minutes and build a sick deck. So I'm going to play 3 Rashidas, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
What else is good here? Launch campaign is honestly probably fine in a format that doesn't have that much consistent money. We have good neutral operations.
It's money. I mean,
I don't know that we'll have another server. Like, I think I'd rather play the IPO and the.
But what do we put in our server when we're not scoring? Like, is it actually private contracts?
What upgrades do we have?
We have BioVault. Like, we need a card that gives us money, right? I don't think it's this guy, because this guy's bad.
That's fair.
He's terrible.
Yeah, I guess launch campaign ticks down fast
Maryland
enough.
campaign.
We have Maryland. That's true. Oh, we probably should just look at wait, we can spend influence now. Let's look at everything. That makes more sense. Okay, it's less. It's it's overwhelming now.
Sort by influence for this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna put this as a 1-up just so we remember that it's there. We don't have to play it. Okay, we'll do the same for this, but I'm pretty sure we're not gonna play it.
Honey Farm isn't good here, right?
It's a trap, right?
Oh, it's just a -1 credit trap.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the one that's
this one.
The more credits you have, the more strength ice gets.
Oh, Sandberg. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
No, that's
oh, right.
not
We were talking about putting Eliza's toy box in the server, possibly.
Yes. Let's earmark one Maryland campaign, but this is Liza's, and Eliza's will take up our server, but it's like, in theory, your whole turn to resonate cost ice, and there's a chance that it's too slow, but also there's a chance that's good, and also there's a chance that, like, AgInfusion, you just want your outermost ice resed, right? Like, you want to be in control of that.
Yeah.
2, 3?
I think 2
no more than 2.
No more than 2. Okay, we'll lock that in. All right. Anything else that's good? So folks might not know all these cards. We're only going to highlight the ones that make any amount of sense, I reckon.
News team doesn't make sense.
Oh,
but
no,
Wampoa. I want to add.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Don't add it. It's not a good idea.
This is rough that this exists. This card is effed up. Like, holy crap, this card is messed up. The game will go on forever. Let's just put a 1 so we can remember what we can become. It does cost influence, so. This doesn't do anything for us. Honestly, not great for us. Yeah. Like, it doesn't look like the best pool for asset spamming, which is kind of wild. I think you still should try if you have, what's her face?
Del Moon.
Yeah, Moon. But it's like kind of all over the place. Honestly, surprised you glossed over Wampoa in the initial run, Cror. We wanted to imagine a better world we could all live in together. Want to do ice? Okay. Assassin. It's good.
Yeah.
I'll put
it's big, it's scary. You don't want to be bounced into it.
It is a rough bounce. Trace might matter. I don't care if runners have Link. There is Sunny. Whatever. That'll be our own problem if we run into that. At least we have Anansi. Sunny doesn't like Anansi. Other stuff. Like, we want to have some amount of cheap stuff and some big stuff. Sorry, Juniper?
Oh, I just immediately recognizing Owl because someone at the local Seattle meta is playing like 120 OB.
Oh,
no. Add a bunch of deck 2 cost.
Yeah, I think Op really liked that 2 coster.
It's the first time I'd ever seen Owl.
Hoot hoot.
Beeplum was playing it for a while in Ob, in normal sized Ob.
Yep. Yeah, you just needed a 2 coster. I think we have like Descent now, and Thimblerick sees a bit more play, but it's okay. This card is something that you could consider in medium Glacier. It's like, I don't know how excited you are about a 4 or 5 strength barrier, but it's like, it's 1 influence. You could do worse.
Yeah.
I'll earmark 1. I don't expect to play it. Did we just play 3 Thought Machine?
It's 1 influence.
1 influence. It's really good.
the influence per word ratio on this card, you are saving so much influence.
And it is one of the cards that the runner just hates to be booped into because it doesn't even bounce them, run through it.
Yeah, man.
But I'm not sure what you're advancing with it.
That almost never happens, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe we get a free BioVault. That'd be sick.
This is just losable.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but this, for those who don't know, this card got banned relatively quickly. It's just, even if this fires consistently on a 5 strength code gate, if one subroutine fires, it's like kind of a bit much. Want to put one of these in just in case? Like, we'll cut it if we look at the runner card pool and think it makes no sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just the sort of card that it's important to know that you have access to. Okay, hear me out. This ice might be okay. How do you break this?
It's 6 strength.
How do you,
it's hard to break.
It's 1 influence. How do you break this?
Card may drop. But do they need to break it?
You just put on R&D. They can never win.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's not terrible. I wouldn't add more than like 2 maybe, but
It seems good. Like 6 strength for 5, 3 good subroutines. I kind of also want to play because it's weird, right? Like that's the
yeah, it is very.
It's the
fun
RAM
to-
thing. We'd be like, oh, that's
wow.
good, isn't it? Now, similarly, we have Viper,
Okay.
but Viper has less teeth. Don't look at the art, but it's also a totally fine code gate back in the day.
It does say end the run, which is nice, but it's a trace 3. So
Yeah, I'll earmark 1.
what are the 2 Jinteki ice there?
Sorry?
What are the Jinteki ice there?
Oh, Bloom is
Good.
very quite bad. It's one of those positional rearranging ice. I've never seen
that's
anyone
pretty
play
bad.
it. I would be surprised if we want to.
I wonder if you could do something with that if we had rolled the new
Taya?
Yeah, Taya. Well, it's still a 3 strength code gate.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
right?
matter. It'd be funny to have it happen once.
We have this in standard and
It's-
nobody's doing it. Like, but no, I think in a
Is
smaller
it?
card pool. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is, unfortunately.
Gosh, I didn't.
Yeah. Art's really
Okay.
good. This is a Liga. That's sick. Clairvoyant is a Psy game 1, which is just not particular. The numbers on it are just not right. Like 4 res, 3 strength code gate. Like 3 strength code gates. There's no buzzsaw or yog in the format, but it's just like not fantastic.
It does technically say end the run, but I wouldn't be running it except as a last run.
Yep. Okay, we have Cortex Lock. That's definitely worth playing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
play like 3 of these, right?
Yeah. A card's just
I mean, it's pretty
messed up.
bad late in the game, but like
That's when.
Those-
Yeah, I guess we can't trash
when you
them.
blow it up to boop.
Yeah, it has to be on res, right? Yeah, if we draw them late, yeah, that's a real good point. Yeah, we just boop them.
It's not that bad that late. Yeah.
This seems
Yeah.
good.
It's a good card,
Seems fine.
especially with like Anansi's and Obokata. I mean, a Data Loop and Obokata is great, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
That's like an all time.
worth keeping in mind that there is the 1 influence Apex card that blanks this text. So people
That's fair.
will play it if they expect you to play this. Now, I don't think that's a reason not to play, but just it's worth keeping in mind. There's on encounter hate in the format. I still think it's fine.
Make them find it.
Yeah, they'll find it. This card's fine. I
Yeah.
don't know if we have to spend influence on it. I don't think we
I don't
do.
think we spent influence on it, but I did see there's no cleaver, so good.
Oh yeah, true.
Sick. Fordham is probably not worth influence. Little Engine is probably not worth influence. We already have some weird big code gates. Mirage is a fine card. This is a bit of filtering. In a world without Spin Doctor, maybe? I just don't know why the runner would run this over and over again.
Yeah.
I'll earmark 1. We got to play a current, don't we? We have to play a current.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play.
Yeah, we have to
current.
look at that in a bit.
This is an
Stock
important thing
is-
to note if you're playing on Sunday and you're actually playing the tournament. If currents show up and you don't have a current in your deck, and your
it's
opponent does,
gonna be bad.
you do not have a choice because you're kind of messed up because then you can't get rid of it except by scoring. So if currents show up, maybe play current.
Yeah, for those who don't know, mind you, currents are incredibly banned in the standard format. If you have access to currents, consider it because they care about one another. Sadaka we can earmark as a 1 of. It's a good card.
Does that kill the Apex card you were talking about? Is that a resource?
Yes, it's a resource. So that's kind of cute. It also kills a blue moose, right?
It does.
Let's play 2. We'll consider that. I think blue moose is kind of going to be a problem. Kevin was talking about this in chat. This card's kind of really good.
Yeah.
That's
This is what
we have oh well, you could forfeit agenda or we could use our
Yeah, the
Toy
toy
box.
box. Yeah. That being said, if they see this coming, they won't run into it, which is where it is really bad. But maybe a 5 strength barrier, with 3 subroutines is just good enough. God, what a bad face check on this. That's disgusting.
this does make me want to play Hunter Seeker What's the Wayland ID from?
Scorpios.
Yeah.
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 Titanium Hunter Seeker Scorpios. Probably also decent in this pool.
Yeah, probably not bad. There's like no simul chip or anything, right? Like if you destroy a program, I think it stays trashed.
Oh wow, you're right.
All right, border control. We should earmark one of these because it's border control. It's fine. It's really good. Do we have Kusanagi? I don't think we do. So we don't have any zero costers. Hey, Sanjay, I'm not allowed to grow currants in my state because the trees have parasites that are a threat to lumber industry. You're going to have a hard time playing corporation. How's it going, by the way? What's good? Anansi?
Yeah.
Three.
Just play 3.
Pretty good. Oh, this is for influence, but it might be worth it. It was a joke. It was a...
I laughed.
Oh,
I
sorry, it
laughed
didn't
at
come through the Discord. I got cut off.
No,
I
I'm
was
still
left
getting
in the
used to my new
quiet.
mic. Yeah, that was
Okay,
very
6. And then we have a Loki, which technically is an AgInfusion card. I don't think we spent 5 influence on this, but I think our ice, we have a lot of ice. Like that is
Yeah,
too
what
much
do we have?
ice.
Oh yeah.
That's actually a good bit of ice.
We're on
let's
26
check
influence, so
Let's check operations. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think money's our big problem right now.
okay.
Yeah.
IPO 3x. This was just a good economy card. It's a terminal, but
Yeah.
that's not a real issue.
Sadly, we don't have a hedge fund to get us up to 8 credits.
This is the issue.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
that's
play restructure and IPO, and we're gonna have no hedge fund. We have no like Hansei. It's just gonna be a struggle for a while. That being said, what do we play to get little money? Because we have no little money cards. Oh, do we reverse infection for 2 credits? That's twice as good as the basic action. Is Chimera all right in ag? Cror, that's an interesting question. It actually might be okay in ag.
American.
So it's basically like Lycean multi-munitions,
the
except
D-Resist.
just end the run.
I mean, worst case scenario, that's basically a vanilla.
Yeah, but
we're-
yeah, you pay for it though. But it's not. It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It does de-res itself, so you can use it to boop. That's a
Exactly.
good-
But if they challenge you on it, you have to res it over and over again. So maybe I think
End
that's
of-
interesting.
Do you res the end of run or end of turn?
Turn.
Okay.
So you get a whole turn of this. Yeah. It's like again Lycean, but it just ends the run always. But it's neat. It's neat. Okay. Money. Raise your hand if you see a card that says the word credit on it. Like this looks rough. Death and taxes technically gives you money. But it's 3 influence though.
It is a current.
It is a current. What current are we playing?
Oh yeah, what currents are there?
Holy crap. Yeah, because we have to turn off employee strike all the time.
Are there any Genki currents?
Wait, S current? Let me see. What is it not S current?
Should be.
Yeah, right? Okay, there's no Jinteki currents.
What's
do
predictive
we play
algorithm?
Predictive algorithm just to say
It's NAPD Cordon, but light. I think we have to play this.
yeah, you have to play like 2 of those just to
Yeah.
survive employee strike.
we play
Because this deck
3?
holds employee strike. Maybe.
Ooh.
We can score.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh no, but we get employee striked. Oh, how? Yeah.
Yeah, we need to beat employee strike. I think that's the only one. Also, like there is the criminal one, like corporate grant is also in the card pool, which that's not good for anyone, but we need to be able to turn that off. Yo, this art is so good.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay. So that's good. Let me reset the filter. All right.
To normal.
So let's try and find money on a card. I cannot see it. We actually can't use shipment from 10 in any reasonable way because it just doesn't work with our agenda suite.
Yeah.
We can't use Audacity. We can't use Red Planet. This is the only econ card in all the operations besides the ones we're playing. And I don't think we can do this.
How much influence is it? 4?
It's 4. Yeah. Okay. That's not worth considering. There's literally no economy besides IPO and restructure and mass comms.
I guess we're playing 3 launch campaign.
I think we are. I think we have to. Like, is this our operation suite? 333? It might be.
You could add the what's it called? That terror reverse infection is bad, but like something sort of
It's so bad. It's so bad though. I don't want to. The click for 2.
It's a click and a card.
Yeah, a card is actually very expensive. Like imagine drawing this as opposed to any other ice.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at upgrades.
Yeah,
This
cool.
is painful.
Yeah, well, we'll know it's there. Hold on, I just put my camera back. I'm just gonna shrink myself 1 second. Okay, upgrades. We should have some good choices here. Yeah?
I had an idea for a second.
Yeah.
There's a Dudua, and there's mass commercialization. Let's just import all of that.
We have to find it. It's 5 influence. Yeah. We might be cooking here. For what it's worth, like Masscom's SSO is probably something, right?
Yeah, Masscom, SSO. There's a Red Planet Couriers. Like there's a funny deck there.
And there's
I don't
Oaktown
know if
too.
it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a normal SSO deck. Like pretty good.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think we have Hollywood, but we at least have 2 face-up agendas, which is honestly kind of surprising for the card pool. Okay, upgrades. We're gonna have to spend mostly Jinteki influence. It looks like we have a lot of Jinteki cards here, which is great. So Chrysium is worth keeping in mind. I don't think I remember seeing any run events I was super scared of, so it is what it is. Embolus is really expensive, but it's technically good. Kind of.
I don't think
Biovault.
Embolus is good here. We're already so overpriced on it.
Yeah, that's fair. Helheim.
And like we could instead have Biovault.
Yeah, Biovault is probably what we're playing. I imagine we have to play 3 of these. It's going to be expensive to advance because we have to do it out of our own pocket. We also have Ben Musashi, who technically protects Obokatas, but it's like a bit sketch. It's a bit sketchy. This is like bad Daniela. It's really rough Daniela.
Yeah.
Because there's an additional cost, and they can choose not to, but it's whatever. We have Code Replicator, which basically once they pass a piece of ice, you can trash this, and they have to pass the piece of ice again. It's annoying against things like Boomerang. Forcing someone through an Anansi twice is a problem. This is something we could maybe like tag as an option, but you'd want to do better. I just don't think we can do better.
Yeah. Not excited.
What the heck is this? I do not remember this card existing at all. I remember the art. The runner cannot jack out unless they trash a program. 2-5. Whoa, the numbers. Sick.
I know this card. I know these cards well. These are the cards that you read and go, oh, I could get the runner so hard.
Right?
And then you think about the steps to actually get the runner, and you realize this is going to happen in 1 game out of 10. You're going to lose all the rest because you put this card in your deck.
And they'll trash it 1 leech, and it won't matter. It's going to be good.
I've played so many decks with cards like this. I recognize them on sight.
Or they just hit the end of the run. And
yeah, too. What else we have? Valley Grid. This is actually an interesting card. You can build around it. It's just really hard to build around it. We technically have the HB that has minimum hand size, -1. But anytime that they fully break a piece of ice, they get -1 hand size. So you have to have ice that they need to break all the subroutines on, and then it's only till the end of the turn, so you have to kill. I don't think actually we saw any cards that do damage on operation level, right? Like they can just pass their turn and they'll survive unless you... Like I don't actually know how you hurt the runner in this format. They have to hurt themselves on your ice.
Well, if you're playing the one...
Oh yeah, the flip.
If you're playing the HB... You could do
biotech
the flip identity.
Yeah. Yeah, you get them down to 1 hand size, you do biotech flip. But the thing is, like, they have to consent to all that sort of stuff to happen. Like, it's so hard. Wild. I think
I'm
that's...
gonna say it now.
Yeah?
If we get biotech in the actual pull on Sunday and someone runs biotech, kills with it, or just does anything with it at all, I will immediately be incredibly impressed with you and say that you're my favorite player of the day. Just for the record.
4 advancements. Pretty good. Okay. So we've actually built a deck. Like, let's ignore the 29 influence, but we're at 52 cards. Like, we cut 3 cards on like 15 influence, and we're honestly in a good spot. Like, that's kind of doable. So looking at what we have now, what are our weaknesses and what are our strengths? I'm kind of thinking Eliza's toy box might not make sense. Like, we don't actually have that much expensive ice.
We do, though, because we have we were considering the Tithonium, we have the Anansis, we have Assassin.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Potentially.
We have to cut 15 influence, but we have to start cutting somewhere. So, like, what is not cuttable? The predictive algorithm is not arguable.
Yeah.
The global food
have to have
probably not arguable. It's worth noting we have 17 influence, actually, so we have to cut a bit less.
is the global food not arguable?
What else do we play?
Well, are there any other
Like-
5/3s?
Yeah, because I don't think the text of global food is doing anything for us. It's just a 5/3.
It sort of does.
It's just gonna
If
squeal.
they steal all 3 global foods or 3 global foods, if they don't touch any Obokatas,
Yeah.
Do you want me to run the numbers?
Just as soon as they touch an Obokata, it's the same. Go for it.
I'm running the numbers. 1 second. I have it up on stream. You can see it, right?
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, so 3-point agendas, we have 6, right? We have 1 2-pointer, no of these. Does your deck have food? I'll just say no and do the test first. And we'll run this a couple 100,000 times. Pimp casing, is data loop necessary? Not necessary. It seems nice though. But we have to cut something, and I don't want to cut we cut the Viper, right? Let's all agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cutting the Viper.
Okay. Okay, so if we don't play global food, they win on 18 axes. That's pretty good, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What about if we do play global
If we
food?
play global food, we have 49 cards. We do 6 1 0. It plays 3 foods, and we'll run this the same amount of times. One moment, please. I think this will be like 20.
I think it'd be like 18.2.
I round to the nearest integer. You're not gonna see. It's actually way bigger. It's 19.
19.
Okay, right. So it's
That's like a turn.
okay. What are the other options for a 5-3 though? Like, are there any
Yeah.
options?
No,
That's-
no. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're just running GFI as
Can
fine.
we?
Yeah, everything else is bad. Like actively harmful.
Do we go to fewer GFIs? No, not really.
No. Yeah, not really. It's also like really slot dense. Like we're playing 7 agendas. That's kind of sick because we need
Yeah.
all these slots for like weird econ cards.
But we have no way to help us score those agendas. So we're
So advanced
IA-ing
baby.
them.
Yeah, I know. I think that's fine. It's like how we used to play the game. We got through.
What's Tapestry doing again?
It's absolutely sick, and I might actually have to defend
we
this.
want one Tapestry. Yeah, we need to have one Tapestry. We don't have a choice.
I want to. Yeah, 1 is probably more reasonable.
Yeah.
We need 3 slot machine, right?
You could go down to 2.
Okay. Yeah. I'll cut corners.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Do we need the 1 Wempoa?
No.
Do we need? Yeah, we can cut the one POA.
Let's cut the contracts.
Cut the adaptive barrier.
Yeah, 100%. So we only have to cut 6 more influence. Our barriers are weird. Border control seems really good. Like I'm imagining actually we can cut data loops and play a second border control, and our ice suite will be better. Like border control and Nancy just seems good.
I mean, I like data loop with Obokata.
Yeah. The data loop is just good. Do we cut to
Border control is
Thonia?
definitely cheaper. I like having 1 of data loop or type just because I personally love putting 1 gigantic card.
Yeah.
Makes the runner go, oh God, what?
Do we give up on the toy box stream?
I feel like we have to, but also I don't know how we're paying for any of this without it.
Restructure. I don't know. Look, okay.
Oh,
so
go to 3. We need 3 launch campaigns.
Yeah. We'll fix that. So the thing is like the math on toy box, unless you're resing like Wotans all the time, is like you spend 4 on this and a whole turn. So the first 8 cost icy res, you spent your whole turn to gain 4 credits. Like it kind of sucks unless you fire toy box like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do that.
That's fair. I'm fine cutting it.
Okay.
Are we cutting the Maryland? Is that just a placeholder?
I think we should, because in the slot we can play the worst neutral one.
Yeah.
We have to cut
How
1
much
more
is
influence. Sorry,
What
Juniper?
if we cut only 1 more influence?
Yeah, because that's the thing. As soon as we fix our influence, we can then just add any Jinteki neutral cards, right? Like we're just filling in slots.
Can we play 2 of the current?
I think you cut both the data loops and add a border control, or cut a data loop and a Typhonian.
Ooh. I like the data
If
loop.
we can we find another barrier, even just a really bad neutral one?
Yeah, for sure.
Barriers.
I said for sure way too confidently. It's Jinteki barriers circa 20. No, there's no Jinteki barriers in the old card pool. So the barriers are bad. Okay. Quicksand they're not going to run that often, so it's not going to spiral out of control. And then self-adapting code wall is aggressively silly.
They are technically both barriers, though.
Yeah, they do say that. Yeah. Shit. Ooh, feels bad.
Is Quicksand better than self-adapting?
Yeah, 100%.
We don't have. There's no parasite.
There's no parasite. There's no cipher. There's no way to make that actually matter. Boop into Quicksand, Kevin. That's sick. We just always put them into the Quicksand, and then we get our archives Quicksand to be like 27 strength. I feel like we can do better than that, but it'll be fun.
All right. We're cutting a data loop at Tithonium and going up a border control.
Did we cut one of these?
I'd be fine with cutting one of those,
I'd be
but
fine.
I don't know how angry we're gonna be when we get employee striked.
I think we're gonna be angry because we're probably bad at scoring agendas.
Also, like my fear is that because employee strike is like the only neutral runner thing, that every single deck, unless it's specifically running
Criminal.
the government grants, is just going to be running 3 employee strikes.
You're probably correct. Okay.
All right.
So
Pathonium data loop border control, I think.
yeah. How about we get rid of one of these and play?
Okay.
Can we afford that?
We can do that.
Is that affordable?
I don't know, but I'm fine with it.
Okay.
It seems fun.
It seems fun. We are.
That's 46 cards. This is technically.
It's technically a legal deck. Okay, so
we're at 20 ice.
Yeah. 20.
What's Chimera and Sadaka? Were those ice we actually wanted, or were those jokes?
No, Sadaka I think actually might be worth playing more than one because it eats blue mooses. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I would play 2 Sadaka.
Okay, those are both fine actually. Yeah, those are both good. I mean, Chimera is just a replacement. It's an expensive but livable replacement for the really early face check. To keep out.
This is technically a barrier, right?
Yeah.
Do we have just too many sentries?
So is that bad? Like we can easily cut swordsman. I think this will be dependent on the meta.
Yeah.
Let's just add more money to the deck because we're going to need a lot of it.
Yeah. Okay.
What money is there?
Yeah, good question. Hey D, by the way, I should re-rack really quickly. I'm joined, for those who are tuning in halfway through the stream, I'm joined by both coldlava and JuniperTheory. The three of us, mind you, this is mostly a coldlava's thing. We're doing RAM on Sunday, so we're doing a test RAM build, and I'm really happy you all joined me on the stream tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad to.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Do we play this?
I mean,
I feel like we have to.
5 is a big number.
6 on a turn doesn't sound terrible. No, but you have to res it for 3, so you're clicking for 3 on a turn.
That's what we're going to plan to do anyways, though, right?
Yeah.
It's
it does cost 5 to trash.
It's a big number.
Nice.
Wait, we don't have any agenda control, do we?
No, and we have Rashida, which honestly is going to be a problem. So the only agenda control we have, like, is Wampoa. Like, it's messed up. I don't know if
we're not playing it.
We're not playing it out of principle, which people on Sunday might not have that ethic. Again, no judgment. But I need to be very important. No judgment. Yeah, I don't know what to do. We have Miraju. That does something.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sadaka's also right.
This doesn't interact with archives at all.
The court may draw a card and then shuffle card.
Shuffle 1 card from HQ.
Yeah, that gets our agendas out of there.
I guess okay. Yeah, no, I guess that gets agendas out of your hand.
Yeah, I hope. Also, this is technically this is why I think Tapestry is kind of goated because it is agenda management.
Put it right on top of the deck they're about to access.
Yeah, but they won't because then you say like, "Do you want to access?" And they're like, "Best not." Don't worry about the card pool; it doesn't support that. One more card. Does anyone feel good about anything? What do we need?
Wait, why do we have a code replicator?
Because it's a defensive upgrade if you squint.
If we want to go one more card, the other option we could do is turn that TPR back into the 2/1.
Oh, that's good. Also, that might be a way to tackle grants, like currents, right?
Oh, that's
not
true.
the worst idea. Could do.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, sure.
And this is like just such a cool theme of a card. Like it is horrible in a really fun way. Sick.
Also, technically makes Global Food Initiative slightly better because now a GFI, a clone, and an Obokata doesn't win. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that actually might. Do you want? I'll run
the numbers.
Oh, you want me to run the numbers? Hold on, it takes a second. I'm running the numbers. 49, 602. Global new food. I should have done a comparison. Yes, we play 3. Well, that'll just let that simmer in the background. Okay, I think we have a deck. I think this is honestly a fine deck.
I think so too.
We happy?
I mean, I think it's gonna fold to like getting agendas put into archives, but I think a lot of decks fold to that.
Let's just do a test draw.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I need to close this window. It's now 20 accesses. We made the deck strictly better.
Nice.
Good work, Us. Okay.
And then what?
Awesome.
Oh,
Sorry?
I was gonna say. I guess that doesn't matter. Great.
I mean, this is technically
That's
a playable
fine.
hand.
This
You can
is
put it
fine.
Just put
launch
the
campaign
launch
outside
campaign.
a slot machine, which is feels good.
I think we need this on Centrals. It's a slot. Like, you have to have this on Centrals.
Yeah. I guess you put it behind the.
You put it behind the data loop and you
Dead.
hope they don't face check into Cortex Lock, right? Like, you have to remind them that Cortex Lock is in the card pool.
Yeah.
Say, just start every game with, I'm running 3 Cortex
Yeah.
Lock, just so you know.
I think I keep this though because it's only one agenda and I don't have
Yes.
spin.
Yeah, and it does technically have a card that says money.
Okay, so keeping that in mind, if we mulligan, we would have got this. Oh, fuck. This is much better, though.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
this is
actually
great.
fine. This is where Chimera is going to suck, where they force us to reset every time they challenge our launch campaign, and we actually invent an anti-launch campaign. But, like, overall, kind of okay. And, like, this card does have legitimate text.
Yeah.
And also,
What does it even
like
oh,
with
yeah.
with I mean with the threat of Cortex Lock and stuff like that,
Respect.
there is a value in having something you just put on the board and say it's a piece of ice.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's not something that I'm gonna regret putting down later. It's here.
Yeah, with Cortex Lock, I don't want a Cortex Lock resed early, and if I can't break any ice into AgInfusion, I can't just keep getting booped into it.
No, yeah, it'll cost you the game. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is fine. Look, Rashida fires. We draw 4 cards. We're not flooded yet. We're flooded with money. That's a good problem.
This is a great deck. We've got tons of money.
I think we did it. Okay, hold on. We're 38 minutes in. We're honestly slightly behind schedule, but we're on track to make 2 decks.
Yeah.
Not the real
kind of-
Ram draw. Sorry, coldlava?
No, we're on track to make 2 decks and then have some time to discuss some others, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how you have a feeling on time, but once this, oh wait, no, 2 hours. We'll see how time goes. But like, if y'all want to play a game with these decks, I'd be kind of interested to see if they work. But we'll cross that bridge
Oh
when we
yeah,
come
I'd
to
be
it.
down to
Oh,
play a
sick.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
If anyone watching wants to make a deck for this,
Yeah,
we will.
we'll
We'll play it for fun.
Yeah.
Feel free to go make that SSO deck I talked about.
Okay, just so that we can start the deck building, I know 419's in the pool. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the collection here will remember our collection, so we're off to the races.
Yep.
Really quickly, PMK is asking in chat, question, what program are you using to calculate agenda densities? It is a program I wrote. I have shared it entirely. If you go onto the YouTube channel and search find the agendas, it'll be linked in the description. There's a GitHub link if you want to grab it. And then the video explains how to use it. Okay, do we remember what was good? Like, do we want to just look through all the cards?
The IDs.
IDs?
Oh.
Yeah, good. Okay, IDs, we have many factions, but otherwise the identities in no particular order. We have 419, which is always going to be good. Adam is going to be tricky because we don't have the good directive. Alice in a format that doesn't have bin management, like, honestly, okay.
It's fine.
I'd be
There were
surprised.
just so few.
Sorry?
There were so few anarch.
Yes. Apex is going to be a hard sell as it usually is. Isla is not bad. Same thing with Chaos Theory, just like it's the shaper option, and it's honestly okay. Los, not bad. You could do a lot worse. That's free money. Quetzal, the barriers that we saw weren't particularly stunning. Steve is fine, and Sunny is a build around. In a format that has a Nancy, like maybe Sunny is a bit harder to land, but like at least Sunny has a breaker suite, right?
Is Crim? Did Crim have cards? Because in a format without hedge fund, 419 seems.
Crim had crowdfunding
Yeah.
and
Killer.
corporate grant, and like I think Crim is. I think 419 Crim is the best deck probably. Is my guess.
Crim also has like a lot of a breaker suite because we get all of Terminal Directive. Not that it's a good breaker suite, but it has a breaker suite. We don't have Amakua, which like 419 would like, but we have both Falsified and we have Corporate Grant.
You know, you could also technically run 419 Sunny stuff.
Yeah, you could do row trading, 419, Sunny. Holy shit, wait, we can just build 419 Sunny. That's like my favorite deck.
We can build that. We could even put if we wanted to, we could put what's it called? The tag what's it called?
Counter surveillance.
Tag payoff.
The counter
Yeah,
surveillance.
counter surveillance in it if we wanted.
Is there any tag punishment in the role?
Well, there were
I
all
don't
those
remember seeing
agendas.
any.
There were a lot of agendas that were tag punishment. I don't know what else there was.
I don't think there was actual tag punishment though. Hold on. So what we can do is we go to advanced. This is how an easy way to search for those who don't know. You go to card search, you do E : and the garbage that we wrote. And then you can search X : tag, which will search card text. And then we'll see all the cards that say tag on them. Now I'm going to go also and do T ! Ice to get rid of ice, and D:C for corp. So the cards that will tag punish us in a meaningful way, Henry Phillips, Keegan Lane can suck.
Oh,
Keegan Lane
yeah.
would suck.
I expect people won't do that. And QTM, but like that's only QTM. All Seeing Eye seems kind of bad, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And
Don't tag me.
they can flip to figure out what the back of sync says.
And then technically, like if meteor mining
Yeah.
gets scored or up at the top,
Yeah, meteor mining is gonna maybe be a problem.
yeah, or the armed intimidation, then
Oh, that's fine. You just
pretty
take
bad.
tags. You just take tags. You'll be okay. Escalate Vitriol is a problem, but that won't happen. Okay, you want to try
Then
criminal?
there's what about? Well, can you go back real quick
Yeah.
if you didn't close the tab?
No, I'm good.
What about on the runner side? What says tag on the runner side? Just I'm curious.
Yeah, good question. I know we have Mars for Martians and counter surveillance. So, well, we have God of War. Wait, what
God
the
of War?
fuck? We have Joshi B, we have Urogniv, we have God of War, we have counter surveillance, we have the whole tag package, we have rogue trading, and we have Nexus.
This is the entire tag package.
Besides Obelisk, yeah. Like, this is good.
And
We
there's
can't
nothing.
play
You don't
Blue
need
Moose.
Obelisk because there's nothing to punish you.
Oh, we can't play Blue Moose. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty terrible.
You can play crowdfunding technically.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Who
would.
cares if they go?
Yeah, we would. We totally would. It's so wild. Like, we have this whole tag package, and it comes down to the end, we can't play Blue Moose, and we're considering not playing it because it's Blue Moose, but this is probably you want to try building
Let's do it.
tag
Let's
419?
do, let's do
I say
tag
let's do
419.
tag 419. Let's see what we can build.
Okay, sick. Let's do, okay, so I'll do the X:tag, and I'll just open up all the floodgates, and we'll just play all the cards that say tag. So Mars for Martians for 1 influence. It's silly not to play it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hardware, security nexus. I'm going to earmark one of these.
Ooh.
It's very fun.
Link is going to be a problem because I think we have Maxwell for Link. I'm not sure what else we have for Link.
I thought there were a couple of others actually. I'm not sure.
He probably has some Link cards, Sunny. Okay, we've got a war. I don't think you actually end up playing this in 419.
No.
Unless, with Maxwell and Dean Lister, maybe, or with Dean Lister, you could play it. You could play it. Resources is going to have a lot more options. So we have no one home. That won't really matter. It cares about removing tags. We technically can't play Rachel Beckman. It is not going to do anything for you. Rogue trading is sick.
Free road trading.
And so
Two.
I honestly know if we have to play Yarogniev because there's only like 1.5 meat damage cards in the format.
Yeah. Don't play it, I don't think.
Yeah. Cool gun. And then 2 of these to close the game off?
Yep.
Okay.
How many Josh?
I don't know if we play Josh. Do we play Josh for 3 influence?
I mean, you might as well take one for now.
Okay. Oh man,
Because we have nothing to protect Josh. If we're going full tag me.
Yeah. Tempo.
Yeah, but it's also it's a tempo hit to get stuff charged.
Yeah.
Fair.
Nobody has money, right? Like they're all trying to play IPOs on 8 credits. What are they going to do? Hey, you're all gray.
Until they have money.
Yeah, at that point, they'll have a lot of money. Could someone tell a poor noob what the context is for deck building? So on Sunday and off meta month, there's an event called Random Access Memories, in which 2 hours before the tournament, they draw a random pool of cards from the history of Netrunner. This is the pool we drew tonight. So we're doing some test deck building within the 2 hours to see how easy it is to build decks. We're going to be doing this in live on Sunday as well before the event. So if you want to participate and get some organized playtime in on Sunday, you're more than welcome to not only watch the stream, but to join.
Yep.
Sorry for the question. No, not at all.
The decks we make on Sunday, we will post so that they want.
Yes. Okay. We
encourage you to make your own decks, go off of our stuff and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's a limited format, but yeah.
We'll have a fallback plan. So you're in good enough hands. This is 15 influence.
We are the one deck that doesn't need to spend 3 on employee strike technically.
Yeah. Yeah. Criminal doesn't need to do that. Not that employee strike is still probably. What IDs are we blanking that we want employee strike for? Like AgInfusion is a big one.
There's
Order of Soul.
Scorpios technically.
Yeah. I just don't think our cards are coming anyways. Back. Yeah. Unless you play Steve. Oh, yo, we can play these? These were in the card pool.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we can play those technically.
Yeah, they're in Magnum Opus reprint.
No, they're not in the reprint.
Well, on Netrunner DB, they are.
Oh, you're right. They're not in the reprint.
Oh, but they're not in the reprint. Right. They're categorized as Magnum Opus on Netrunner DB. They're not in the reprint. Okay, they're not. Don't play those. Yeah, it shows Mopus, not reprint Mopus. Actually, that's worth doing. Yeah, that's the big difference. Thank you. Okay, they're gone. Okay, we've spent 15 influence, and it doesn't mean that we won't look at the influence cards, but at this point, let's try and fill in all the holes with criminal and neutral and then see what holes there are. So, like, no wrong answers here because we're probably going to play some shoddy cards because the card pool kind of stinks. But, like, I think E-Shutdown in a format that has very little money is probably worth something.
Yeah, fair.
Why is it showing a Cyber Exodus? Oh, because this is cool too. You're going to see some of the old arts on cards that exist in System Update because we're playing the Exodus shutdown, not the Update shutdown, which like I really like this little Snoop getting some healthcare. Falsified 3.
Yeah.
It's just good.
Falsified 3 of.
Corporate Grant 3 of, just good.
Yep.
And then Leave No Trace, honestly, kind of sick.
Leave No Trace is pretty good. Spearfishing's pretty good.
Yeah. Spearfishing, I think, is a 3 of.
Really? I was going to say 2.
Potentially, depending on what else we find.
Yeah, okay. We'll leave it 2 and we'll check. Sin Attack, mind you, is like a mill card, and I think you really need a lot of extra mill cards for this to make sense. You'd need at least a Laramie Fisk in there. Hardware. Okay, console slot. Whoops. We have the mill console, which has a link on it, but actually we're playing Nexus, right? Well, we probably should play more than one Nexus. Should we? Oh, we don't
Probably get rid of Josh.
Yeah. How do we afford a security Nexus? Like we don't have credit kiting?
Put the polyhistory in just in case we decide.
Okay. So this is the first time you pass all the ice protecting HQ. You may draw a card to force the corp to draw a card. Maybe in a world without Spin Doctor, this is kind of cool. Maybe. But then you play against an Estelle Moon deck, and this is the worst thing you could do to them.
It's not good, but it's a
it's a console.
Are there any other consoles?
Yeah, we have Boxy and Maui. Boxy is fine. Maui is okay.
Exists.
Yeah. They both get +2 MU. Like Boxy gives hand size on MU, which like that's okay, I guess. But yeah, they exist. We have prepaid.
Yeah.
That's
we do have a ton of
we have a lot of events.
operations.
Yeah. We should probably
Mars for Martians 3, 1 or 0?
No,
it's
a 0,
I think. Yeah.
Both it and emergency shutdown are 0.
Falsified is 1.
Falsified is 1. Yeah, Leave No Trace is 2. Spearfishing is 2. Grant is 1. Yeah, I'll pull 1 in. We might cut this. Like, I think we might have to scrape for whatever situational economy we can get our hands on. So maybe, but none of this seems great.
If I was making this deck, I would put in 1 copy of Titanium Ribs, but not because it's good. I just really love Ribs. It's like one of my.
It's a fun card. What's cool is that you have Titanium Ribs and you do actually have the Clan Vengeance. Like you can build the deck, I think. You don't have 0, but you probably actually miss a lot of damage cards, but at least that package, like those 2 cards work. Do we need a console? Honestly, Solomir, maybe not. It depends on our what our program situation looks like, obviously, but there's a chance we don't. Speaking of programs, yikes.
Maybe we need to move some influence to some breakers.
We might.
Abigail's technically a code gate breaker. Like that's a fine code gate breaker.
Yeah, we have an Abigail, we have Luste, we have Damara. Like we have the whole Shyster suite, which like they're not good.
We have no way to. We have no like mutual favor or equivalent, right? So we're gonna have to draw these.
Oh no, yeah, we're criminal. That's gonna be a problem.
Speaking of draw,
yeah. Don't worry about that. But like, okay, check this out. Okay, let's open up every single thing and type the word draw. Like that ain't good. Like none of these are going to be good.
We'll just put in 3 build scripts. We'll cut a security nexus and run 3 build scripts.
It's blue diesel.
So corps are poor and runners can't draw.
No, wait, you have Visage, you have Laguna. Like you can make your card draw good if you really want to.
Just not us, because
no, not us. Yeah. Oh fuck, we have Duggars. Like you can draw cards if you really want to.
We have crowdfunding.
That's card draw. Okay, hold
on. Leave it all on. There.
Leave all the stuff on real quick. What's under programs for this? Just to see if we want to spend the especially for icebreakers here.
Okay, so cards that we have access to in the format. So on influence, we have. All right, nanotech is like a fine killer. Fine to good, even good. This used to be top of class, but it's influence.
Multi-threader is technically a playable card.
Yeah, it's just Chesva, but more narrow, but honestly fine. Yeah. We have wait, how about it? Can we no, we shouldn't play all this stuff in Sunny, right? Like we probably should play 419, right? Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, there's no way we don't. 419 seems really good. Right?
It's really tempting.
Does Sunny draw though?
No. No. She
Isn't
just
there
has
office
Link.
supplies?
No, that came way later. I don't think we rolled that pack. Okay. Abigail is okay. We have Crowbar, which I don't think we can put slots for one of cards. We have Damara, which like in faction, it breaks. Name a barrier we put in our AgInfusion deck. It breaks border control for 2 credits. It breaks data loop for 4 credits. These numbers are non-offensive.
Wait, is data loop only 4 strength?
I think it's 3. Yeah,
It's not good, but it's fine.
data loop is only 3 strength. Oh, 4 strength.
Yeah, if you see Tithonium with this card, you'd cry. You just get really, really sad.
Shit,
No, you trash and bypass.
Yeah, that's true. You just trash your program anyways, which is going to be a problem in the long run. But yeah, you break it for like 8. Yeah, that does suck, especially when they can res it for free. We'll see if there's a better option. I don't think there's going to be. So there's all of the Sunny Breakers. There are 2 influence apiece, but like this has very similar, actually incredibly similar stats to Damara. It's 2 for 3 and 2 for any as opposed to 2 for 2, but it's basically Damara. Shrike, all of them have very similar stats, and they're not good and they're expensive to install.
If we were playing Sunny, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I think Mammon's not bad. I think at the time it came out, it didn't see a lot of play, but it like technically is Infinite Mayfly. I feel like that's not a good sell, actually. I'll take that back. I don't think it's... Cards like this are only really good if you have cards in your deck that say like, if I get into HQ this turn, I'll win the game, like Account Siphon, and we don't have any powerful effects like that. Besides,
you could technically run this in Apex if you were doing Apocalypse.
Yeah, you definitely could. That'd actually be a really sick...
a bad Mayfly. You could do that.
Yeah. No, I think that's actually a really good call. If we had E3 feedback implants also, this would get a bit better. Okay, we have some HQ pressure on Nerve Agent. I'm not sure we're going to need that. We have no multi-access in our deck besides Counter Surveillance, but it's a pretty good one. We have Jackout Synergy.
Is there any other?
This card is so good. Like, I want to be clear, this card saw like literally no play, and this is a reprint of an ONR card, but doesn't this card seem really good? It wasn't. It never was.
It was not part of that Au revoir thing, or is that different?
It was Au revoir.
Turtle.
Yeah, this is really good with Turtle.
We don't have a turtle.
Yeah. Well, like, it seems good. You take no risks, but like it never did anything besides combo decks. Neat. Okay. We have the weird build-arounds, like Maven and Adept, I think we have, which are honestly kind of interesting. You need E3 or Poison Vial, but we don't have those. We have... We're grasping at straws here. Like, God of War is a bit of influence, but it's a tag card.
Flashbang?
It dereses Sentries for 700 credits.
God. Oh my god.
Yeah, cool, huh? Very weird.
You still have to increase the strength?
Yeah, you have to interface.
God.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Pay 11 credits to derez a Anansi, I guess.
And you installed this for 5.
Oh my god, yeah, it's 5.
No.
Yep. It's interesting. We have Lustig, which is a totally cromulent killer. It's basically the numbers on, I think, Ninja back from the core set. Which, like, that's not worth remembering. Mass Driver is a lot of influence. It's a funny code gate breaker. And Versificator, we had 2 in theory. And then, like, I honestly don't know if we can build a better breaker suite than our criminal garbage.
Yeah, like, there's Nanatke, but, like, that's the only one I can think of that you would run instead of...
And is Nanatke that much better than, what was the criminal killer we were looking at? That looked decent.
Well, the thing is, Nanatke is... technically removes the 3 cost if you are running on a server that
is big enough.
Yeah.
A single Anansi, Nanatke is worse, but a server with more than 1 or 2 ice, no.
Yeah.
But I think if you're comparing them, you can just live with the...
So this one, like, it breaks Anansi for 6 credits. That's, like, kind of okay.
Yeah.
Also, like, it's worth noting we'll have Security Nexus. maybe if we don't cut this. And while I don't think we bypass Anansi for obvious reasons, like anything that's really, really expensive, we can just bounce off and take a tag.
True.
So like our breakers have to be okay, but the big stuff we probably will just like trace for 4 credits, I imagine. You want to cut the nanotech?
Yeah, let's drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Man, everyone says this name so different. It's really fun. I don't know what's correct. I just say my way. Do we play this in a tag me deck? Like you kind of wanna.
I mean, if you're not doing the tag me yet and you're just hanging out,
it is a good card to hang out on. TMK's a multi-threader worth here. I think probably with our breaker suite, no. If we had Chesva, we would, and that's because you can do Chesva security nexus, and that sounds so damn cool. But multi-threaders only programs.
multi-threader might just be worth it just because of money, but
it's a fine econ card. It's just influence, right? Like this has to be better than anything else in our deck, and I don't know if that's the case already. We have no card draw.
let's look at resources and then make
let's look at resources. I'm gonna put 1 blue moose down. I would be surprised if we play it,
it.
but like it's blue moose. I think Dean Lister is a very good card. In this deck, maybe less so, but this is like where you get an AI breaker like a Mammon to be 700 strength for no reason. This is really good with Amaku. We probably don't play it, but we probably do play. Where is he? Oh, he's a criminal card. He'll come up later, but there's another connection from Terminal Directive we'll want to play. I take it we play public, not this one. I think we play Symmetrical Visage, right? Even if we're tag me.
First time you draw a card, we're probably going to be clicking to draw.
Yeah,
we're probably going to be clicking to draw.
Like I'm putting 3 of these. Right? Like we just need to find one. Does that sound weird?
It's not good, but like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's not good, but it is what we have. What else we got? I don't know.
We can't play Informant because we're a tag me deck.
Aeneas?
We can't play that. We're a tag me.
I think we can. If they trash us for 2, who cares?
Is Visage going to pay off by the time we go tag me?
Okay, so say that we install this and we draw once. So we've spent 2 credits to gain 1 credit, okay? If we draw a second time, we've broken about equal. Again, don't worry about the math too much. And then if the corporation trashes it, who's laughing, right? Like if the corporation ever trashes this,
it saw that beautiful baby face.
Yeah, they have to.
So funny.
They have to trash it, right? Like honestly, I think if they trash it, it does help us a heck of a lot.
Do we put in 1 Hades shard?
That's influence.
Yeah, but it's Hades shard.
I know. I want to play with this. It is such a fun card.
Like just at minimum, you can just spend 7 credits and instantly access our.
The issue is that in the format that doesn't have Spin Doctor or Jackson, like nobody's incentivized to leave their agendas in archives. Right? Like if their agendas are in archives, it'll probably be cheaper to run archives and pay 7. I'm guessing.
That's fair. If there's a mill deck, mill deck somewhere in here, it'll be really gross.
Okay. Play Visage, draw. It's only the first time a turn though, so you can't actually draw through. You have to wait a couple turns. Okay, Maxwell James I really like. It has Link. It has a very powerful ability, and you can install it on the turn that you run HQ and run the remote server. And we have employee shutdown. Like this card just seems obnoxious to deal with. I don't know if you've all experienced it.
It's annoying that it's unique, so we can't get it.
Yeah, that's true.
The Link, but it's good.
Oh, it's a Rotted. I forgot about this. Use this ability only during the next paid ability window after a successful run on HQ ends, so you can no longer do the bypass trick. I forgot that this is one of the few cards that's actually functionally eroded. I still think worse.
It's still good.
Yeah.
I still think it's good.
It's still fine. I'm a sucker for this, but probably not what we want. Really cool card.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can't. What else we got? We have some card draw cards we're not playing. We have rogue trading, we're playing it. The supplier is pretty slow and we're tag me. Technically, it's a nice way to get your console and your connections down slightly cheaper. A really fun engine card. I miss cards like this. What else do we have that we can play? Crowdfunding. We're playing 3 of these, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
There's no way you don't.
Great. Enhanced Vision. Successful run, you get to reveal a random card. That's incredibly tedious in person, but on JNet, I still don't think we have to do this. All right. And Rosetta 2.0. I don't think this makes any sense in our deck. How do you think we're doing?
Yeah.
We're on 39 cards.
We're 39 cards.
We're literally short cards.
Okay, and I think this deck is playable.
Oh,
like
100%.
this is a very playable. You're going to be clicking to draw a lot, which is going to suck. But like this is a
Yes.
very playable thing. We probably don't want to run more hard or resources though if we're
I'm
No.
imagining we don't, which means we either run more of our icebreakers, which might actually make sense considering the card draw situation, and then we can pad out the events, drop the polyhistor, and then play more resources.
With Hunter Seeker, do we just play 3 of each icebreaker?
I think our card draw's so bad we probably should, and they also have utility. Like you can trash these to bypass. Like that's technically text. I don't know if we play the polyhistor.
Can you put in 1 titanium ribs for me?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is just negative tempo, but we choose the tempo. Is it any damage or only our damage? Any damage.
Any damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's fine. And then I think we just pad this out with anything. Like, what says the word credit on it?
Windfall.
Imagine we hit a
if
nexus.
that hits a security nexus.
That is infinite economy.
But if it hits Mars for Martians?
Yeah, or any of our zero costers. Ah, piss.
Or if it hits any of the cards
Wait,
that we
does
can get out of the
Does Windfall not work on events at all?
No, they don't have install costs. Yeah, that's a good point.
wow.
It's
Okay.
only
That's so
install
much
costs.
worse than I
bad.
thought.
Yeah, it's there were decks that would set it up so they would deck themselves and then put like the only card in their deck would be an 18 cost console and then they would windfall. It was like a joke. It wasn't like a competitive deck, but people did lean into it. Mobius is an econ.
Mobius is playable. If you play it at like first turn,
Yeah.
you get 4 credits.
Yeah, take that, red team. What's our last slot? Another E shutdown.
What is
Another
Traffic
spearfishing.
Jam?
Traffic Jam is a current that makes advancing the same card harder. It's honestly like such a cool card. It just never saw any play because there were better currents.
What's like Cemetery
Sorry?
Force hat? I've seen what like there's so many cards here. Rip Deal.
So Rip Deals run
Hack-
HQ, and for every card you'd access, do recursion instead. It's very
Okay,
expensive.
Oh,
It's really bad.
Yeah.
But this could get us back like a counter surveillance.
I'm pretty sure we win by the time we counter surveillance. I'm hoping we do.
What if we lose them all somehow?
all right. How about
Yeah.
we cut a prepaid voice
no.
pad
Yeah.
and then play both an extra spear facing and
yeah.
an extra emergency
Oh, yeah,
shutdown?
we could just play more spare. We could just play more prepaid. Yeah, never mind.
Do you want to play
Or
more
more
prepaid or
prepaid.
less
Drop the tape.
prepaid?
I thought we only had 10 events that weren't 0 credits.
Okay, so
How
now
many events do we have that aren't 0?
3 corporate grant, but that's a
One.
bit weird. So 3 falsified, 2 leave no trace. Mobius cost not a lot.
Okay, yeah, maybe
not
not.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
So honestly, this might be it.
We still need. Yeah, no, this is playable.
Let's do a test draw. Fine.
Crowdfunding, we win.
Fine, we win. Right? Like baby, draw, crowdfunding, install rogue trading, they quake. We keep drawing. Oh god, card draw's bad. But look, we can do rogue trading into install Nexus. Like we're gaming.
Yeah.
Is there any way to get Link really cheaply?
I don't think so. It's not.
I'm pretty sure Kevin might have said that there is. Okay, there's Sec Chip for 1 influence, but this actually doesn't do what we want it to
There's
do.
memory dying.
This is the one I think that was being said in chat, but that's 4 credits. I think that's
Oof.
a lot of money.
and 1 influence.
Yeah, I'm out. Otherwise, we have Jack, which doesn't work. Global Sec doesn't work, and we have literally the only other card. I think it's fine.
We're just doing like
If we're on 2 Link, like if you bypass an ice for 3 credits, that's a steal, right?
Netrunner history note. The LLDS, that's Lucas Litzinger and Damon Stone, right?
Exactly, yeah. And it still shows up on modern Netrunner cards. You know that?
Yeah.
I think T400 has LLDS in its flavor text, which is kind of sick.
Oh, that I thought you meant the fact that acronyms like that are often people in like I know K2CP is someone
similar,
as well.
yes. I think the wheels are the rollerblades one also is. I forget what the acronym is though. Okay, like this hand's kind of clumsy. Oh, we're playing one blue moose. Wait, we should probably worry about that. Should we play one
Oh,
moose?
yeah.
Or should we play more?
Play 2.
Okay. And what are we cutting?
Fishing.
Either spearfishing or falsified. I don't know which.
I keep the falsified.
That's money. Yeah.
Or sorry, not
keep it.
falsified. Shut down.
What's emergency shutdown again?
Run HQ, D-res and ice after. Oh, it's JSF.
Yeah, I mean that's only if we run an HQ. So
I think we're gonna. I think that they have so little money. Thanos says, what's the ribs for Juniper? Juniper wanted the ribs, so we're gonna play the ribs.
I wanted the ribs. The ribs are just for me.
You can probably cut the ribs here, yeah, but we're not gonna. It's fine.
You should cut the ribs. It's just my favorite card. I love ribs.
We'll play 46 and tell people
okay,
cut
we'll
the
play
ribs.
46. We'll cut
it.
the ribs.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
Cut the ribs.
Okay. 419. Ram test. Cut the ribs. We are 1 hour and 7 minutes in. Do you think we can slightly faster build one more, probably like an NBN deck, and then maybe an Alice deck, like speedrun?
Oh,
I think we can go real fast. Yeah.
I was gonna say Wayland. I want to do a
SSO or
it's SSO or is it?
Oh, Scorpios.
What I don't know. What Scorpios matters. There's no
the tools are obvious. I think.
Yeah, and there's no recursion, so
you don't need Scorpios.
you're probably fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do this?
Okay. So agenda suite. We'll start here. We're going to be faster. We're going to be faster. Oaktown renovation. We have to play it. It's an SSO card.
3.
Let's be very clear what SSO does. It says when your turn ends, you may choose a piece of ice with no advancement tokens on it. If you do, place one advancement token on that piece of ice for each agenda point on installed face-ups. So it's going to be important to understand that we have only so many Wayland advanceable ice. I think we at least have Hordem, Colossus, maybe end of list, but we'll actually see if that does matter because that might be a problem.
We have Odawada.
Yeah. Okay, we have Oaktown. We have to play CityWorks Project, which like, hey, that's cool. That's a face-up agenda.
The best card in.
That's all the face-up agendas we have, but we do have that bad operation that installs or flips agendas face-up.
We could also play. We could also play Meteor Mining and try and kill by suddenly scoring it instantly with a.
We're gonna need this. This is a hard thing to do.
Yeah, we're never gonna do that. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a hard clause.
Okay. Let's just.
Let's look at neutrals. So like, obviously, Global Food Initiative is like an option.
Just do 2 global food or just a few global foods for now.
We're playing 21. Yeah. That is technically allowable.
That's fine.
Like no one's gonna stop you.
We can fix it later.
We'll fix it later. Yo, Tron, we're doing a RAM test. We've built already 2 decks. We've shared them in the community. Not the same role as RAM on Sunday, but it's been fun. Mind you, Tron is running Eternal on Saturday, which I'm pretty stoked. I'm assuming it's streamed on Saturday. I don't know, Juniper, if you know about that.
Yep, it should be streamed.
Sick. Oh, by the way, are these things on Twitch and YouTube or just Twitch on the weekend?
They should be on Twitch and YouTube. I'm still working on that.
Sick.
It's difficult, but with I think I figured it out so that it'll be Twitch and YouTube.
Cool. Tron says I'm planning
on streaming. We play Wampo in this deck.
Yeah, we probably do plan Wampo in this deck. That's absolute. That's just misery. I'm glad we got there that quickly. Do you tech startup it?
We can play tech startup.
Let's put 1. Okay, Rashida 3X, right?
Yep.
Who are we kidding? And then let's look at the weird Wayland stuff. We have Mr. Stone, which I don't know about that.
That would be funny in a. Oh, that was the deck I wanted to make. Dang it, I never.
You want to build a Mr. Stone deck?
No, I wanted to make a. I just remembered NBN. I wanted to make a Soul deck.
Oh, cool. The current deck, yeah. Astrobar 3X.
Yeah,
it's money.
We need money.
We have trash a location. I don't remember seeing any locations besides Laguna that I want to take a bad publicity to trash.
Is Blue Moose a location?
Oh, fuck. That's a good point. It almost definitely is. Check. Blue Moose's location. Yep. That is a very good meta call that I think is going to do you well during a RAM tournament. Do we play Lizzie twice?
That would be really, really pulling out Elizabeth Nils to counter Blue Moose is really funny.
It's hella cool. I'm in.
Yeah, let's do it.
I miss Elizabeth Mills. I forgot she wasn't in the core set. She feels like she was in the core set. End of list before we spend influence.
What's illegal arms?
It's a give it bad publicity and then you draw a card and gain credit. It's like all the effort of a what's it called, a wall to wall, but with none of the not taking bad publicity.
We have Elizabeth Mills to remove that bad publicity.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Do we want to res
Oh, you're right.
this? It's
No,
a good card.
no.
It technically is a good card.
It's 3 credits to res.
Yeah, but 6 to trash.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, right? Okay.
This is no. We're not.
No.
Hey,
Okay.
let's keep going. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep
okay.
going.
So we
Ice.
need to stop here and hit X equal advance to see all the advanceable ice. And honestly,
That's fine.
fuck.
What?
Oh, fuck. Only when resed? Like, we have to play this.
Okay, we can play Woodcutter, and we can play that with Odwalla.
Yeah, and
Does
SSO.
SSO care about advanceable?
No, SSO just places advancements.
It puts it on the ice.
Yeah, and with
How
no
does-
advancements. It
fine.
doesn't care. It does not care.
How does the ice I can't pronounce work again?
What's that?
How does the ice I can't pronounce work again?
A duded
Which
what?
one is it?
It just
A
puts
duded
advancements
yeah,
on
thank
an
you.
ice. It doesn't care about the ice.
Right. So you can put all of those
Yeah.
on
Woodcutter.
the
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Woodcutter gains and the runner gains strength.
Ha ha ha,
Means-
neither. Against
what?
net
Net
damage.
damage.
But we're protecting a city
City
work.
works. Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
No, it gets the best possible subroutine. Net damage infinitely.
This is the funniest possible combo. I say we go for
Yeah,
it.
this is we can't play 3. We gotta play 3.
You never face checked a woodcutter before.
It's because literally it didn't make sense. You have to res it. So 6 advancements, GG. We just have to set that up somehow. We're gonna play Doodle. I think we play 2 just because it's so good.
Yeah.
I know it's
Yeah.
unique, but like whatever, the first one will be the good one.
No.
Hordem 3x. If someone runs into a 3 advancement Hordem, they lose the game.
Yep.
Well, actually not in this format because I do not know what we'll grab with this search. I don't actually think we can win the game.
Rashida, because it's money.
Tech startup Wempo.
Probably.
A Colossus we have to play.
Yep.
It gives 2 tags. That's kind of cool.
It also does have just it keeps going up in strength.
Yeah, it
Others
is
can
infinite scaling,
just
which
challenge me.
for what it's worth, SSO doesn't scale infinitely. It's only on a card without advancements on it, but it's still fine. Wendigo.
None of these end the run. No, Hordem does.
This actually technically ends the run. Like abstractly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that does technically end the run.
The art is good. I'll play 1. And
Slot machine is 3 of, right?
yeah, it's if you can play
Like
slot
it's
machine,
really
you can
good.
play slot
And
machine.
if it does fire, we put it on a city works and bam.
God, that is so good. That's honestly genuinely sick. Okay,
What does Clairvoyant do? What even is that?
it's a
card?
side game for an advancement and end the run, but the numbers on it are ludicrous.
Terrible.
Yeah, they're really, really bad. Don't the
Three
Sunny
border
Breakers
control?
break all subroutines, Laura? They do. And like, I appreciate that realism. In fact, she'll probably just like, if you're playing Sunny, she'll Nexus through this. So like, that's not going to matter,
Yeah.
but like, we're going to have our fun.
It's about the dream.
Yeah. The Woodcutter dream is alive and well in RAM. Okay, let's play other like
Three border
consistent
control.
stuff that we can play. Battlement is fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Border
Putting
control
your 3 border control,
is more
yeah.
than fine. It is good. We probably want to play something a bit beefier. If we want a mid-strength sentry, like the subroutines on this don't matter, but it's just a firewall that you pay an extra credit for. And honestly, a 5-strength barrier can be a problem for some decks.
Yeah.
Put 1 in so we remember it's
I
there,
don't-
but I don't know if we're gonna.
I don't
play it.
remember any good fractors from any runner, so
You wanna
Yeah,
play Typhonian?
I think Sherman. Yeah, we have to play Tithonium, right? Legally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too. Negotiator is honestly an okay value sentry. Like the problem is that they'll always break this for 2 to 4 credits, but like they can't pay 2 for us not to gain 2, right? It's a bit of a it's okay. It's not great. I'm gonna put 1.
Okay.
Anything else? Watchtower to search our deck for a Rashida seems a bit weak. Speaking of weak, we have Veer. Veer is an enigma that doesn't end the run. It is not great.
Oof.
we did go with 3 woodcutter. Nice.
Yeah, more damage. That's a lot of ice.
We
Like
got
I don't think we need more ice. In fact, we
Yeah.
probably need fewer ice.
Yeah.
So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. What's our economy? Audacity's useless.
We have Audacity, but we don't. Was there, regardless of SSO, did we have an agenda suite to do Audacity?
No. There's no 3 2s. There's only 3 1s, right? Like profiteering. For what it's worth, we could play Standoff Tithonium and make that a deck. I don't know if that's actually worth anything. I'd imagine no.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, there's just not a lot of 3-2s. I think the only 3-2 we drew was Vitruvius.
Yeah.
Let's pull back to operations. We'll put them all on. There's going to be some like really obvious includes. So we're going to need a current. That shouldn't be a problem. Commercialization is probably worse than mass comms, but I'll earmark one just in case.
I mean, this is great with our dream. The dream of the 500 advancement counter woodcutter.
This is how we afford our dream is commercialization.
Also, like technically, if we fire a single global food, like a single city works project, this becomes a beanstalk initiative. This is a pay 0, gain 3, and that's fine.
You're honestly right. Yeah, F it. Yeah, whatever. Floor is pretty low. We need to play a current. I think the Wayland current we have is death and taxes, and it's genuinely a good current. We don't have a lot of agendas, so it's hard to steal a point. Yeah. We'll play 3. We technically need SSO not to fire every single turn, but we want it to fire. IPO we definitely play. Hunter Seeker. I'm imagining we still play this. Like it's still just a good effect.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Mass comms we 100% play. Just infinite money for no credits. I don't think we play RPC.
I love it. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything, does it?
It lets you win the game really fast if you have a thing on the board.
So like you can never advance the thing, right? The idea is that you install and then they don't run it and you red planet. Maybe we play 1.
We can never advance our face-up agenda.
Yeah, that is awkward. But maybe they don't see it coming. But like that's the problem. It's like you'd want to put advancements on the CityWorks project for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So you could never advance the food.
Yeah.
Do you want
to
play
1 for fun?
Play 1, yeah. Okay, restructure.
We'll probably remove.
Probably play it. It's money.
Do we have enough money actually in this? Because we have commercialization, mass commercialization.
Yeah, commercialization, we have mass commercialization.
We have 18 operations,
IPO.
and most of them are money. Yeah, we probably have too much money.
Well, I guess we can start cutting after.
We'll call when we get through the whole list. Okay, we have not a real card on this one. Shipments we don't need. I don't know the text on Sunset. I still don't know the text on Sunset. That's fine. And then this is the one card, but I actually don't think it matters with their deck.
Yeah.
Trojan Horse is an option. I think Hunter Seeker is just Trojan Horse. It will fire less often. Like Trojan Horse is worth something if we have money and the runner doesn't. This actually might be better than Hunter Seeker.
Actually, yeah. If we're gonna be playing like the big money deck, I think that's.
Yeah, runners had money though.
No, they had rogue trading. I think that's all they had. Yeah, they had Blue Moose, but again, we kill Blue Moose. We beat Blue Moose. Do you want to try this or Hunter Seeker? I imagine we'll have to pick one lane.
Trojan, I'd say.
Okay.
This is the big one. Right. Do we want to run like one all-seeing eye? Because we technically have the ways to tap.
We can put it in.
I don't.
This is a problem if we have bad publicity, but we don't have a way to get bad. Oh no, we do with Lizzie Mills. We actually can't play it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's a sentence that's easy to forget. I know I've done it. Okay. We're at 9 influence. We have a lot of influence to work with. What?
We have so much influence.
Yeah, we've spent no influence. We played Slot Machine and Wempo, and we're like, yeah, we're good.
We have that much influence running the 2 global foods.
Yes.
That we're still like that was just.
I don't know what we want to play here. Worry doesn't do anything. We get Ryan Knight for core damage. That's not really great. Whoa. Why do we need a remote server when we have Off the Grid? You know, you just ice HQ, you win. There's no sneak door beta. The plan can't fail.
Could play Earth Station, but bad.
But better, they can't run it. We have Crisium. We could build off the grid Crisium and just never ice our remote server.
Off the grid Crisium is really funny.
If we got a full Magnum Opus instead of the reprint, and we have the hired help off the grid.
I honestly think Crisium off the grid is a deck.
We could try it.
Let's try it. Also, this is it's an upgrade, so you can't grab it with tech startup, right? No. Yeah. Okay, we're building a remote for early SSO though. No, what about if we don't? What about if we just ice up centrals and then just put our agenda, like we do the most SSO thing. We put our agenda out on the table, public, face up with no ice. Obviously with like an off the grid.
We could do off the grid. 6 credits is technically like we can do that.
We can do
have
it.
a ton of money in this day.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Is this?
Oh, no.
Okay.
This is not even a grid, which actually a region. Sorry, that does make sense. It's off of it.
We gotta run 3 Crisiums.
Yeah, now we have to.
Do you want to run like, I don't know, Vault?
Biovault? It's more advancements. We're good with advancements, right? Like install advanced mass comms is a play.
In SSO, Biovault, or is it only ice?
It's only ice.
It's only ice.
But if you put your Biovault in the off the grid server, how do they run HQ? Like they have to run HQ 3 times. Crisium, Biovault?
No.
Are we cooking?
Such a dream.
I think we're cooking. I think we have something.
All right, sure. Well, what are our other, real quickly, what are other options for influence in like I don't know, money?
For money?
Well, just in other places, like
Yeah,
for operations and
Sure. Well, for money specifically, we've actually exhausted most of the options. I think we saw that when we built our other corp deck. It's like UVC if you want to draw 700 cards and run into issues, but like still a very powerful card. What is this? This is they trace before you do? Yeah, they trace before you do, which like classic ONR.
Is there any card draw or any recursion at all?
Wempoa. Like we can play 3
3
Wempoa.
Wempoa.
Yeah, like it's
We put Wempoa in a server, we put off the grid in a server, we put Crisium on HQ, we never play the game.
Wait,
Wait,
I think this is one
Off the
remote
Grid
server.
unique?
No, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, when they run HQ, the whole game plan falls apart, but you literally lock the whole game down.
This is really funny.
There's no sneak door, right?
No sneak door. There's no tricks. It's spear fishing. Like, what the heck are they going to do? I think this is unbeatable.
And we put the woodcutter on HQ?
Yeah, that's right. They have to deal with it.
And border control.
Yeah, border control is actually going to be pretty important. So we need to get like the duded one on HQ. We'll lose on R&D maybe, but like you can't stop that from happening. This seems good. They went off of R&D. Yeah, but we have like 8 agendas and the agendas are on the bottom of the deck. Like we're never going to shuffle. Like we literally do not know how to shuffle the deck.
Is there anything in like
gotta cut this
terms of ice or other stuff we would rather spend our influence on than Biovault?
If you asked me, I don't know.
Although we're supposed to be going fast, so maybe we should just say.
I guess the only other thing, since we're playing CityWorks, is data loops.
But the CityWorks will never be iced.
Oh, right. If we're doing, yep, fair.
This also makes RPC like kind of okay because you can just put your agenda out and then be like, I don't care, red planet next turn win.
Oh yeah, because you do agenda off the grid.
Yeah, chill. I am more excited about this in the AgInfusion deck, and I did not think that would happen.
Yeah, this ended up being actually very fun.
This sounds sick.
Right, we got to cut it way down.
Yeah, we have like
20
extra cards. Okay, ice. How much ice do we want to aim for? I would say 17, right?
Yeah, that seems about good.
So border control, we have to pay market price for Tithonium. We can't really do anything clever with it.
Maybe 1 Tithonium then.
Yeah.
1 Tithonium, 1 battlement.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 5. Code gates, Whoredom's really good. We need advanceable ice. Like that's non-negotiable. 2 Adodoa. Sorry. It's the make it a code gate or barrier. Choose a program. The runner cannot use it. So it's positional ice, but it is a soft end the run. It's obviously like the worst code gate.
Ice.
Yeah,
I don't think we run.
Do we run slot machine? Is there like what's the most annoying ice? Like, do we start playing assassins and just getting better ice on HQ?
I mean, slot machine is really good.
It's good.
It is, but if we're trying to keep them out of HQ, unless we just
this is for like R&D and
goes on R&D.
Yeah, 100%. Let's cut the Wendigo, I guess.
Yep.
So we have still 9 advanceable ice. Half our ice is advanceable. That seems fine. And for what it's worth, SSO does not care.
And we're at 19.
SSO, you just put it on.
8. We're at we're at
cut
19.
A word cutter.
Oh, dude, that hurts to hear. That hurts so much. No, I'm cutting a Colossus. I'm keeping 3 woodcutter.
All right.
Again,
18 ice.
Do we want to go for what's the Any of the shipments, maybe, just to put more advancement counters down faster?
There's Tenon and Sansan. Tenon is faster. Sansan is not faster. So Tenon is if they don't make a successful run, which with Crisium they might not. But like, I wouldn't pay 3 influence to get a seamless launch.
Yeah. What's Sansan again?
It's just double for, you just don't pay for the advancements, but otherwise there's no acceleration.
Oh.
Yeah. Still a sick card.
It's one influence. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a 2 credit econ card for 1 influence. Feels weak.
Yeah, if we're not doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have to cut a lot of operations.
I think we cut. Well, no, I think we cut launch campaign first because I think our operation econ is better than launch campaign.
Very good.
Yeah. I like maybe 1 or 2 Elizabeth Mills, 2 Wampoas, and then just 3 Rashidas as our entire. Because we're only doing shenanigans with assets and upgrades.
Are we doing 3 Wampoa? Do we want to do 3 Wampoa? Kind of. Yeah.
We drop a Biovault. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm kind of fine with that.
It means that when our combo fails miserably because Off the Grid trashes for 0 from the top of our deck,
yeah,
we can just
get it back.
Wampo it back.
But it's on the bottom of the deck. We'll never draw it, but at least we'll have it.
Yeah, but it'll be back in our deck, and that's a spiritual thing.
All right, we have to cut still 15 cards. Holy crap! We need to cut
maybe
a lot
restructure
of operations.
or IPO, whichever one's the 10 credit one.
That's restructure.
Maybe cut restructure. Yeah.
Okay. I think we cut RPC. I think it's just too cute for a slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we cut Trojan Horse as well and just focus on the Glacier plan?
Do
go to 1
Trojan Horse.
1 Trojan Horse.
I love Trojan.
Okay, hear me out. We could play 54 cards. Like we basically have to change 1 agenda. No, actually our agenda suite's hard to challenge.
How do we play another global food?
We're playing 24. Then we play 59 cards.
Wait, is that? Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, because we need to hit 22, 23 if we want to play 54.
Never mind.
Yeah.
If 3-1 gets us.
What are the other?
We could also not play global food. Like we don't have to play global food.
It is good at playing the minimum amount of points, and it actually interacts favorably with our ice suite. Or,
yeah,
well, somewhat.
It's pretty good.
It's good. I just struggle to see what else we would play in the slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, check this out. When you score Profiteering, take up to 3 bad publicity, gain 5 credits for each bad publicity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you score a list to sell, you may take 1 bad publicity, gain 3 for each bad publicity that you have. Doesn't one of those seem better than the other?
They're because Profiteering isn't about how many you have; it's about how many you took.
Sure. But like, how many? This is 3, not 5. Like, I think you need a lot of bad publicity for this to be better than the other one.
But you score the Profiteering first, and then you score the illicit sales.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can build a whole bad pub deck. Okay, shit. What do we do? Do we just play? I think we have to play 54. I don't think we're going to get this down.
Out of
Put in a
commercialization.
bad agenda, drop 1 Elizabeth Mills because it's a silver bullet.
Do we cut every Elizabeth Mills? I feel like trashing Blue Moose is just the most important thing you can do.
So much fun.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
It's so good. Do we need SSO on all the time? We could cut a death.
Yeah, that's fine.
We could cut a death. Cut a death, cut 1 Elizabeth Mills, and put in 1 agenda. Sucks. 1-3-1.
Huh. I want to cut a Trojan Horse maybe and play a 3-1. I think Mills is going to be cracked.
All right.
Is there 3-1 we like?
What 3-1s? What are the options for 3-1s?
I don't know what the search term is.
Well,
there's no way of knowing. Hold on. It's never
O.
Is it O? No, O is price. It's G.
G.
Oh boy, we have Kronos Project.
The Kronos Project.
It's kind of blank.
Kronos Project. It's hilarious. It's hilarious against crowdfunding.
It's good against crowdfunding. That's true. Commercialization seems worth less with no early SSO.
If we score Kronos Project, they remove all the cards from archives, and Blue Moose is not anymore.
That's true, but only for Sorry?
We built an entire deck just to defend against
Blue Moose?
Blue Moose.
Which, like, rightfully so. That was the standard format at one point in time. Like, look at this opening. This is tier 1 constructed gaming. Like, this is better than
This
constructed.
is really funny.
What's it fun? Like, that's sick. We do Hornum, we do a Rashida, we put a slot machine on archive on R&D. Rashida obviously fires because there's no pinhole. This is a really good start.
This is okay. Yeah, I'm in love with this deck.
Like, no joke. Okay, now this start, honestly, still fine. You could do Hornum, Oaktown Advance, and like, who's gonna beat that on turn 1? Spearfishing, maybe. That's it. All right. We have 29 minutes. We're actually on track. Tier 1 SSO RAM, not the real RAM. Cool.
Are we doing Shaper or Anarch?
Your choice.
Let's do. Oh, let's do. We just did a. We did a.
Alice?
Apex.
Holy, wait, which one are we doing? Apex or Alice?
Apex.
You'll do Apex? There's no way, but okay. I'll try.
Is crowdfunding
no.
virtual?
Yes. Very
There we go.
upsettingly, yes. Okay, so Apex is going to have no cards. So we're going to start by playing every single Apex card. So we have to do it. So Apex says you can install non-virtual resources. Sorry, you cannot. So everything has to be virtual. And then when your turn begins, you may install a card face down from your grip. That is only important for any card that cares about trashing installed cards. We're going to have one or two of them in the card pool, but that's mostly it.
We can knock this one out in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Run every Apex card in crowdfunding.
That's a lot of, yeah. I don't honestly think we're going to be able to build a legal deck if we do that. Like, it might be an issue. So just like to try it. If we played 3 of everything, and sorry if you don't know these cards, we'll go over them in a bit. So we have Consume, actually. That's kind of cool. That came much later.
Yeah.
That's fine. Endless Hunger is a 11 strength breaker, stronger than God, and it breaks end the run subroutines. And mind you, only end the run subroutines. So what have we seen that doesn't have end the run on it? Like Boredom, yeah, Anansi, Assassin, it's going to be a problem. And then we have Harbinger, which you can just trash twice. You have Adjust in Matrix too? Kevin.
Wait, or did Hordem get reworded to work with Endless Hunger?
That's a good question.
Does it not work with Endless Hunger?
My guess is no. Yeah, because the subroutine is really long. That's one of the longest subroutines. Oh, Titanium is also going to be a problem, but like, great. Okay. So Hunting Ground is actually a okay card. We saw some when encountered abilities, including Slot Machine, which stops it from doing anything more than 3 credits, which is still pretty bad, let's be honest. But we can play 3 of these and 3 of Wasteland. Juniper, I don't think it's going to work. We're going to do Criminal. We're going to do...
Yeah, I was joking. Like, we're obviously going to have to run some other stuff. But you do run 3 crowdfunding.
Yeah, I think you would. But like, what do you do for 20 more cards with 6 influence? Like, you have to play all the neutral cards.
No, we have 16. Oh my god.
Oh, we have, wait, yeah, you're right. You have 16 influence. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Okay, so we get the what's the cheapest? What's some cheap
3
other
Blue Moose.
icebreakers?
We can't play Blue Mooches, and that's not virtual.
It's not. Oh, and we don't.
Okay, so cards that aren't virtual. No, we need are virtual. My bad. Yeah. Cards that are virtual. Fuck.
Hades Shard.
Great, we got Hades Shard. We're locked in. We can play Shadow Net.
What about influence?
Which lets us
do with influence?
Play things. Yeah, with influence. Good call. We can play Global Sec.
Hades Shard is great with Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wait, why is it good with Apocalypse?
Because all the cards end up in archives. You can do it during the Apoc turn. Yeah, but then it gets trashed, which is like not what you want to do. This is fine.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's fine. You don't get its friend, but it's fine. Criminal has a fair bit. Charlatan is like not a card that saw play, but it is technically a breaker. How do we put economy in the Apex deck?
Oh, there's no economy.
There's no economy. There's no Sure Gamble. There's no Dirty Laundry.
We don't have the resource that turns things face up, right?
No, that came later. We have no one home. Technically, Rosetta actually... Oh, it removes from game, so it won't mess with Harbinger in a nice way. Bummer. Okay.
It does grab.
Sorry?
What is there for...
So we have Crypt, which, yikes. This gets viruses from your deck if you spend 4 clicks doing it for some reason. 5 clicks. And then Adam actually has some really good virtuals, right? Like we can play directives, which is kind of surprising. I don't remember seeing Apex playing Adam directives as much as that seems kind of obvious. Is this good?
Oh, always be running in Apex is really funny.
Like we're going to get in. I mean, I can imagine a worse way to spend influence.
It's interesting with crowdfunding.
Well, but if you double click, you can never do the triple run, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But you'll get in. Neutralize all threats is like HQ multi-axis. I think this is the only multi-axis in the entire format from HQ that's not like tag based. Like this seems like a good card. You have to trash cards you accessed, but like we didn't see that many expensive trashables.
We want to trash that.
Yeah, we want to trash things. I think that's better than always be running. And then we have safety first, which is actually a cromulent card draw card in a format that lacks card draw.
Yeah.
Okay, I think actually probably we should do something like this, but we also have to spend it. Like we need to spend influence on economy. There's no way that we can get away with this.
What are our?
Wait, we're out of influence already.
Yeah.
We need 10 more cards.
Yeah.
What are events that we
Okay.
can get even with influence?
So let's look at the events that say the word credit on them. Okay. Build script, genuinely fine. Probably are playing this, right?
Yeah, I think you have to play 3 of them.
We need to play current, and unless we're going to be playing the traffic jam, we probably should play corporate grant. We seem to have a lot of cheap installables.
We're playing an employee strike, probably.
Oh yeah. That's better. That's better. So let's just add that. Copy. Cool. X credit. Okay. I didn't know this was in the format. I don't think this matters. That's good to know.
Yeah, that's not really good.
We have falsified.
Falsified credentials is nice.
For 2 influence. That's a sure gamble and a bid.
Yeah.
Okay, we have an influence issue. We'll cross that bridge. We also have reverse. I can't believe we have build script and anti-build script. Like I genuinely think we play this.
I think we might.
Oh no.
It looks like we're building a bad Sunny deck. That's fine, I guess. And
I'm sorry. I love this.
No,
This
it's
is my
fine.
favorite thing.
We'll build a
Love this
deck.
Love these things.
Pivot to Sunny is almost like an option. Wait, Eureka's only programs, right?
No, it's any card.
What the fuck? How do we get a Nexus on top of our deck? Is that possible?
No, I thought about this earlier.
Slob machine. You keep firing slob machine until you set it up, and then you Eureka your Nexus.
Does the slot machine shuffle at the end?
No. It sets it up. It just takes the top and puts it on the bottom, so you always know the next 2. Genuinely kind of cool. I don't think we're gonna do it, but like you could do it. You think there's gonna be slot machines everywhere? Like it's kind of cool. Are we playing Mobius? I don't know if we're that good at running.
Is there any hardware that's like interesting at all?
Yes, this is really cool. Oh no, not this one. Sorry. Well, firstly, we can play prepaid. We probably do. The card that we should play is this, because you can strap it to your massive 11 strengther and then just click through ice.
Oh yeah.
That is fun.
It seems legitimately good. And then if we do that, because Endless Hunger takes up 4 MU. Never mind. I was gonna recommend deep data mining, and that doesn't work. Like I don't know how we see more than 1 card. That's a big issue we're gonna run into.
What's deep mining again?
Deep data mining is run R&D C5, but you see 1 fewer for each of your MU that's filled up. So like in Sunny, where all your breakers are in the cloud and take up no MU, it's like really good. Or on turn 1, it's really good.
Do we need to see more than 1 card? Like we have the Atom directive to see multiple HQ cards, and we don't need to see cards from R&D. We're gonna apocalypse. We're gonna blow up everything.
But we can't blow. I don't think we can blow up everything if we're clicking through ice, right?
Yeah.
Like that's going to be the problem. It's really hard for us to make 3 successful runs, let alone a format that has Crisium grid and border control.
I forgot what building Apex is like.
Yeah, I know. There's 17 issues. Maker's Eye seems more reliable. We don't have it in the card pool. Like we have no way to, okay. So the thing that you can also often do is you search additional And so you can see all the cards that see additional cards. So like we have Severnius. Kind of cool. I don't know if we can do it, but if we ever Duggars and get a click, like, okay.
Duggar's Severnius is really funny.
It's just you need 5 clicks. I don't know how you can get 5 clicks.
You have Joshua.
Oh my god. the problem
Joshua,
is solve
Duggar's
themselves.
Severnius. I mean that's Anarch
sick.
deck instead, which we could make.
Wait, that
Yeah.
deck sounds sick.
Pivot to Anarch.
Do you want to just pivot to that?
Yeah,
really
we probably should just restart a Bill and Alice stack, right?
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Sorry,
Is Alice
Apex.
the only
No.
Was
Maybe.
Alice or Quetzal?
Yeah, Quetzal's the other. So I just want to check the additional cards. So it's DDM, just before I clear this. It's Xer, which sees multiple cards, Nerve Agent from HQ, Nyasha. Actually, there's R&D pressure. And then that's it. But identities on Anarch, we have Quetzal and Alice, which like Alice seems good with no Spin Doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to nuke this deck. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry. We honestly we're cooking for a bit there.
We almost had something.
If only we had 40 influence.
Okay.
Okay, so first off, Hades Shard.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Really good include. Do you want to do the Severnius Duggars and go all out?
Absolutely.
Okay, sick. So we need to gain an extra click. So I just want to check if we search click, will it work? Like, will this show us Joshy? This will show us Joshy. Hard at work is we can do hard at work chronotype. Wait, we've solved economy. We have 2 blue mooses. So hard at work is terrible. It's just gain 2 credits and lose a click. And chronotype says when you're going to lose a click, don't. Now this is 8 credits to build an infinite econ engine. I probably should just play blue moose, but I kind of
8 credits to install 2 Rizeki.
It's good now. It's pretty good. It's 2 moose.
I mean, I saw people play 8 credits to install 2 Rizeki before. SMC 2 Rizeki was a thing that you did.
Yeah, SMC Rizeki is actually kind of sick. F it. Okay, wait, hold on. We'll have to play Joshua B.
Yeah.
When this turn ends, so we're going to be tagged. So the problem is if we're going to be tagged with Joshua B because we want to do Duggars, we probably can't play all that bad stuff. Oh, fuck, Rachel Beckman. Wait, why is Rachel not showing up here? Oh, because I didn't have the filter.
You don't know. Turn everything on for this.
Yeah. Good idea. Okay, so Rachel Beckman says we got an additional click. Now she costs 800 credits, and if you take a tag, she just gets deleted, which is kind of difficult considering NBN is going to be somewhat incredibly represented in our imaginary tournament. Oh, that's a shame. Rachel's fun.
Yeah, but like, I mean, she's fine to play. I think this specific thing where we're doing one run, like.
Yeah, Eureka Rachel, ship it. All right,
How many cards are we seeing with this theoretical combo? How many just stim?
Okay, that's actually a good question. It might be
10 cards.
5. So Duggars is draw 10, so we might have up to 15 cards in hand if we've done our homework. And then if you do a Severnius, you make a run on RD or HQ, trash 2 or more cards from your grip to access additional for every 2. So we can see 7 additional.
Yeah.
So we can see 8 cards.
Ooh, it's a deep dive. All right.
The big problem is that we need to have 10 cards in our deck.
Yes.
And then we're
That should be
going to
hard.
see Obokata.
Oh fuck. Yeah. There's no film critic.
It's fine.
We just see 2 fewer cards if we think Obokata's in the deck, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no snare, there's no breach dome. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Obokata doesn't kill you, steal it.
Yeah.
No, I think it does. You can't steal it, right?
There's no PE.
You
Yeah,
just
but
can't steal it.
Oh
there's
yeah,
not, like,
yeah.
this
It's not
PE
Fuji.
or
Yeah, that's a
anything.
good point. You don't die. You just be like, oh, that's there. I guess that's good.
We get really sad.
Yeah. We'll be quite sad. Labor rights
we just
probably
argue?
needed. Yeah, maybe honestly. Okay.
Labor rights seems great. That's card draw. Technically. Sort of,
technically.
kind of.
Are we doing chronotype hard at work? It feels silly, but Blue Moose is going to be good because we're going to have 17 cards in our bin like by click 3.
Yeah, just play Blue Moose.
Yeah,
we'll
Blue
be
Moose-
fine.
Blue
3 Blue
Moose.
Moose.
Seems fun.
3 crowdfunding.
Honestly, yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, we're going to throw them out. Let's see if we can find a worse or
mean-
better way to spend influence. Okay, these are all the resources. Again, we don't have to be too careful. We only have 14 minutes on the clock. I think
Electrical?
Visage is playable. It's a 50 card deck, mind you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Chronotype plus GlobalSec security. GlobalSec, you need 2 link to install it, Kevin, I'm pretty sure. So we're not gonna be able to get away with it. I don't even think Alice has a starting link. No, she don't. Sorry, I scrolled pretty aggressively there. Page Piper thins our deck. We technically don't want that.
We have Levy?
No, yeah, no, we don't have Levy. It's in creation and control.
Oh, that's a different
Oh
Levy.
yeah, this is the bad Levy. It's a very bad Levy.
Okay.
Is there?
We have
We play
Laguna for more card
influence for
draw.
Laguna.
I think we could fit the influence in there. The problem is like, there's no career fair, no way to make this cheaper.
Yeah, and we have Duggars.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We have Duggars. I think this would be to help find our Duggars, which like, maybe that's a fallacy. Do we play Hunting Grounds as a little tech card so we don't have to
Put one
lose
in.
cards to data loop?
Sure.
Always trying to put one.
We'll play one. This is also, I do think with slot machines, this is worth something. Hard at work. Yeah, this needs link, unfortunately. But that actually does, this is cool. This does work with, in Sunny with pancakes. That's kind of cool. Page is nice with getting all the crowdfunding. Thanos, I think Page might be nice, but the problem is we need as many cards in our deck because we can only fire Duggars like 3 times before the game's over. And we need just like fodder. But Page crowdfunding is actually like a legitimate combo back in the day. Do we play Dajana as an econ card? Like it's Rozeki.
And we can fire. Oh no, it's if you ever have fewer. Yeah. If you have 0.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, we're gonna
I think we'll be fine on. At least probably. Let's see.
the Clan Vengeance card.
Man, I want to play this. We just have no way to take damage. This card's so
You have
good.
Dadiana right there.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. We just install it, go down to 0. Dadiana fires. I don't know actually if it sees the Clan Vengeance installation. I have no idea if that works.
One power counter.
Yeah, but such a good power counter.
Wait, there's cybernetics.
Yeah. So you can install, so in Chrome Polyr, you can install your ribs and take no damage, which is like not what you want for Clan Vengeance.
But we take the damage and then we Clan Vengeance.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if we have enough triggers, but it's really fun.
How many cybernetics are there?
Maybe 4? Cybernetic. 5. We're already playing one of them, but this one doesn't do damage. NRE does 1 damage, Brain Cage, or 2 meat damage. Wow, Brain Cage does a core damage for hand size.
Does Severnius have the S in it?
Yeah, this Red Sand, they got it wrong sometimes. There's an errata that says cybernetics and cybernetic are the same. It's actually in the errata rules because of this card. It's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got really excited over the idea of running a bunch of cybernetics and then popping Clan Vengeance, but that's a bad idea.
Okay, so we only have 3 influence. I think we can actually make this deck work. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of Anarch cards in general because it didn't get touched by either Data and Destiny or the other one.
I think we need to worry about our programs.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's our biggest issue.
Here we actually have a problem because there's nothing play. Oh, Immolation Script's actually kind of good in Alice, but I'll play 2 for now because I think a lot of people are going to play 3 of Ice. This actually is like an okay card.
Yeah.
Okay. Glut Cipher is kind of fun, but like let's do programs because it's going to be hard to build a Breaker Suite in Anarch without spending influence. This actually might be the problem that Anarch is nearly impossible to play because you just don't have a deluxe that supports you. So like breakers, if we don't spend influence, like we have a Stealth Breaker with no stealth support. We have Berserker, which is a pretty limited barrier. It just cannot break a lot of cards. It technically can break Titanium. That's kind of neat. But it can't break like the Hailstorm. Like it just can't break certain things. And we don't have Leech or any ways to interact with Ice Strength besides actually Bishop, but then you're playing Bishop. This looks bad.
Looks terrible.
What's the cheapest ice we can import?
The Icebreakers, let's see. So we'll do S Icebreaker. And then we'll go all of the buttons. And then we'll sort by influence. So we know we have Nanotech for 1 influence. So we can play 2 of those.
Yeah.
And then we start to spend 2 influence. So it's basically we can play the Criminal Suite or we can play the Sunny Suite. None of those are fantastic, which is going to be an issue, but they're definitely playable.
I think if we do this, we can't run crowdfunding, which is really rough.
Yeah,
Yep.
the crowdfundings have to go.
That's okay. I think we might just get Blue Moose money and call it a day. We also could play multi-threader and use that as a way to get more money for running, which like that's 2 credits a turn.
Multi-threader is a good idea.
It's like, again, now we're on 3 moose in theory if we want to. So, pick your poison. I think Sherman is strictly better than Damara because it has all the same numbers except any number of subroutines and it installs for 1 cheaper. Oh my god,
Okay.
it's actually literally the same numbers. You don't get this thing, but I think that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. Then we just have to do code gates. So I don't remember her striker being incredibly impressive. It's 4 and it has the same numbers for 2 for 3, 2 for 2. So it breaks Whoredom for 4 credits, throw up in your mouth, and otherwise you have Abigail, which is also fine. For 4 credits, you break a Whoredom. Do you want to play with this big plane or this big plane?
Abigail.
That one's cooler.
Funny. Oh, that one.
Hear me out.
Sure.
Okay. Then I guess, are we playing multi-threader?
Actually, do we want to run 2 Abigails just because of the whole
Destroy
look at 7
subroutine?
cards thing? Like, just in case it's like, okay, we can just blow this up to make our final.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, sometimes we just need to make a run. It'll probably be strictly better. Bot plane versificator, we could. Like,
How
it's
much
only
influence is
3. It's very expensive, but it's a very powerful ability. And if
And-
people are just having, you know, the endless fun that is slot machines, you just put all the slot machines on R&D, you're always getting in there. This is expensive.
Use the blast of our influence. It's expensive.
It is
We have our
expensive.
Blue Moose.
Yeah.
We have a good console at least. Turntables in.
Oh shit, turntable's really good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's just look at Anarch. Our influence is getting low, so we're gonna filter it in. Prepaid voice
Especially with,
pad, probably not good. Turntable, definitely pretty good. Let's just play 3 because we have a slots issue, not because we want it. Do you have any painting available? I don't think so. We don't have tinkering. We don't have egret. We don't have paintbrush.
I'm gonna be honest. I think we might trying to save on influence, running a bunch of build scripts and stuff.
I think you might be right. The scary thing is we have less than 7 minutes. Current?
Yeah.
Oh, we're so cooked. I don't know if we have Anarch fundamentals. Like, we don't have any strong, cheap events. So we probably need to play a current. So I'm assuming we have to play Employee Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in a bad spot. We're in a really bad spot.
Wait, hang on. Hear me out.
Yeah.
We have 3 labels. If we lose our breakers, we can get another one.
Yeah, but
We can just
it's a 50
Throw a
card
whole deck
deck.
of covers.
We don't need Rachel. Cut Rachel.
Yeah, we don't need Rachel. We don't need Hunting Grounds. We don't have to play it.
Yeah.
We do need the other way to get an click, right?
Sorry?
If we're doing,
Yeah, we need Joshua then.
we need Josh.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, we needed 3 Joshua, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, now the problem is there 16 influence, non-influence, and red cards? Like, my guess is not. Jai saying it occurs to me that Scorpius is just a good tech card versus Blue Moose. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, actually, 100% yeah. I would say yes. That's kind of wild. How do we fill this out?
What does Traffic Jam do?
It's a current that says the advancement cost of cards already in a score area or the corpse score area goes up by 1. So it makes like scoring your second Oaktown slightly uglier. But against fast events, that's legit. I just don't think fast events is huge in the format. It's also expensive. This card would have been cool at 1 credit in standard back in the day. At 2, it was just way too expensive.
Just do Anarch neutral and turn on all the types of cards. And what do we?
It's bad. It's bad out there.
Every single Anarch neutral card.
Okay, so let's run the numbers.
Are we gonna do the what's it called? The gain it the 8 for 2 Rosaki's thing. Just have more thing.
There's a
Yeah,
big
honestly.
chance.
Dean Lister because it's a single run.
Yeah, Dean
That's all we
Lister is
need.
a single run. It's all we need, 100%. Officer Frank is technically a self-damage card for counter surveillance.
For Dean Lister, when do you trash for the Severnius?
To make
during
the run. Yeah, it's the cost
No.
to make the run.
Yeah.
Oh wait, fucking
Oh.
Dean
So you
Lister's
can't-
terrible with Severnius. In like
Why?
immediate, because you have no cards in hand, you just threw them all out.
Oh god. You're right. Never mind.
No, it sounded good. You sold me, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it works. Oh, this is only if you suffered meat damage, which in theory works with implants and stuff, but whoops. Prepaid voice pad doesn't make sense. Public sympathy. Holy fuck. Wait, do we just build hand size and win in one run?
Yes,
We
absolutely.
need the cards.
Yeah, we just build hand size and win in one run. Wait, it's so easy. Okay. Shadow net, we don't need. Brain cage for +2 hand size 2. Yeah, we might. Let's just put 1 in and just see what happens. We need to add 12 more cards. Yeah.
Hear me on a Shadow net. We're gonna steal 7 points when we run R&D. So any agendas we steal early, we can just turn into replaying things.
The question is, what are we replaying? Because our events suck.
Yeah. All right.
Like if we had a sure gamble, 100%, I'm on board.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
What does Brain Cage do again?
We play 1 copy so far, 1 core damage for +3 hand size. So +2 hand size. It's just public sympathy, but
3 Brain Cage, 3 Clan Vengeance.
it's unique. Not that you can install the other ones, but it will catch up to you. You know what I mean?
No.
Because the first one will give you +2 hand size. The second one will give you 1 hand size. The third one will give you no benefit. Clan Vengeance is probably worth pursuing, though. Like, there's no hand management. Besides,
is there anything else that does damage?
Yeah, lots.
Is Severnius damage, or is
it's just discard cards. Yeah, you just trash cards. Oh, this would work with Steel Scan Strike Fund. That's kind of cool. So there actually is a fair bit of damage. Well, sort of. There's brain cages. If you bottom out Dadiana, Officer Frank is a damage payoff. Oh, this is only because we're in Anarch. If we open up the pool, we have like the issues. Like a lot of this is cybernetics, right? So titanium ribs is 2 influence. Synthetic blood doesn't exactly work. Skulljack we could play. It's honestly a fine card. Net Ready Eyes is a fine card. Honestly, a good card. Depending on a breaker suite and depending on the ice. We're running out of options. It's probably not enough.
Put in if we're gonna run we could run. It's bad, but like you could run a Skulljack or 2.
Yeah,
just to trigger Clan Vengeance.
But we have to play Clan Vengeance. Are we playing Clan Vengeance? Because I don't know if we'd have to commit to the bit.
We're at 38 cards.
Sure, but we don't even have Clan Vengeance in there.
Wait, no. Before we go to Clan Vengeance, we're playing the pancakes, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably are.
Pancakes.
Hold on. Okay, let's take out the Skulljacks for now. We haven't put the Clan Vengeance. We'll remember that. We only have 1 minute. We just gotta fill in the deck. Okay, hold on. Anything that's playable.
1 multi-threader. We have 1 influence.
Yeah. 6. Okay, 1 multi-threader. It's gonna be great. 1 minute warning. Thank you. Let's play the pancakes, and then we'll play the pancakes package. We need 5 cards to make this legal. 2 Skulljack, whatever. Let's play Exer. Again, we're gonna win in 1 run.
Yes, do it.
Exer's great.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
We have
we need 2 cards.
Persephone. Sorry, we need 2 cards.
2 Glut Cipher.
Put in 1 Persephone.
1 Persephone, 1 Glut Cipher. Okay, Persephone, it has text. It'll do something. I wish we could make things sentries. And then Glut Cipher because maximum damage. I'm going to take my time typing this card text in because we have a nice 20 seconds. Let's do a test draw. Fuck.
Terrible. It's
That's
great.
awful. Second test draw. Fuck. That's also quite bad.
I love it. I love this.
That's bad. Luckily, the
I
corp,
love this. Let's go.
the corp will slow down to deal with us. Yo, Shocker Android, 1 clot. We could. The problem is we can't produce it at instant speed, and I don't think corps are fast advancing. But it's like
that's time.
It's probably a better card than Persephone. That is time.
Right. Did you submit your deck list?
Yeah. No, sorry. 1 second. This is 4 RAM tournament. Play the criminal. I spelled part of that wrong. That's good enough for me. Honestly, we could build 4 decks in 2 hours to some extent of quality of deck, but
yeah,
that was sick. I think we could do this on Sunday. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But like legitimately, if you brought the AgInfusion or the 419 deck to the Sunday event, which very importantly, it's not the same card pool, you'd have an okay to good time. Like I think these decks are quite good. And if you brought the SSO, I think you'd have a hella cool time. If you brought this, honestly, I wouldn't recommend it, but like there's some cool cards there. But I think we got some good stuff. I think the system works. I'm feeling good.
The Alice is so close to being fun, and then you get to the last 10 cards.
It's the last 20 cards. What are you getting? There's like no Anarch cards in the card pool. Boz pointing out is the extent of the Econ 1 multi-threader. You have Blue Moose, Ba. You literally have ascended beyond the need of credits. It is perfect.
And adjusted chronotype
Hard Yeah. Oh man, where's the APOC? We cut it. We cut the APOC deck. We're now on a slim 50 svelte consistent. Oh god, our breakers are so bad too. Let's just close.
We have infinite money. We can pay for them.
Yeah, this deck is probably good. Like I do think this might be good in format, like very quite good in format.
Yeah, I think the 419 deck is the best deck.
Yeah.
Like,
and what's cool is like understanding that this is the best deck. So like we built deck 1. And then we went back. Oh, I got to stop the timer. And we went and built deck 2. How do you stop the timer? Oh, I figured it out. Understanding that, like, I do think there's a chance you can go back to deck 1 and then build cards that you think, like, I'm expecting there to be tag me, so I'm going to play All Seeing Eye. I'm going to play X and Y, right? Like the fact that we saw Blue Moose and then we came back and being like, oh, Lizzie Mills is kind of cool. Like, I really like that. Like, you actually do adapt adapt to the meta by just like looking at the card pool, which is relatively easy as long as you push that string into Netrunner DB. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I think we got to 11:30. I don't think we have time for some games tonight, unfortunately, but
yeah, probably not.
We're going to be back on Sunday. Do you want to give a shout out, Ba, for, not Ba, sorry, I read Ba's name, coldlava. Do you want to give a shout out for when the stream starts on Sunday for those who are playing and watching?
Yeah, it is. So the pool, we will draw the pool starting at 9 a.m. US West Coast time. I think that's UTC -8.
Okay. 9 p.m. Western. That's 3 hours. So
9 a.m.
So yeah, of course. Excuse me. 9 a.m. So that's 3 hours. That'll be noon for our time, right?
Yeah, noon for East Coast time.
Okay, for East Coast time. So you can play this in multiple time zones. Yes. And then 2 hours, we'll do the draw, just like we did on stream. You have your 2 hours for deck building. They submit to you on Discord? Or
Aesop's tables.
Cool.
So on Discord in the null signal event space, there is a off meta month region that all the tournaments are being run out of. In the announcements there'll be the Aesop's link, and there will also be the string that we rolled. So all of the stuff we get from
easy
Ram site will be posted there, so you can just grab it.
Oh, and really quickly to show it, just so we're aware how this works, if I grab this and I go JNet format and I copy it, and in theory, as of Sunday, if you take it back to the RAM legality checker and paste your deck in here and choose the RAM that we're going to be on, which will be added on Sunday, it'll let you know if your deck is legal. That is worth doing once you're done your deck building. That's the workflow?
Yes.
Awesome. Obviously, our deck is wildly illegal because we didn't roll RAM 4. This is a different card pool. But that is something you can do for a secondary check to make sure everyone's on the same page, which is definitely worth doing. You don't want to get a game loss for an illegal deck. You want to sort that out sooner than later.
Yep.
Okay. I'm exhausted. I got some more video editing to do tonight, so the night continues. But firstly, coldlava, thanks so much for joining. Excited to be on Sunday again. You're running the tournament, but also you're going to be joining on comms to do some commentary. I'm pretty excited for that. Do you have any last tips for RAM folks?
Have fun. Do find something weird and lean into it.
Awesome. Juniper also will be joining us on Sunday. Juniper, thanks so much for joining us. Did they announce Silksong?
No.
Bummer. Sorry about that.
I've expected that. I've expected this outcome for like 5 years.
Yeah, I know. We were maybe hoping, but thanks so much for joining me. It's an absolute treat. And you'll be joining on Sunday as well to do some commentary and build some decks in the morning. I'm pretty stoked for that. Do you have any feedback, any tips for folks who are playing some RAM?
RAM is the fun format. If you play a really bad deck with a bunch of funny cards, don't worry too much about making a deck that wins everything. Just look up the cards that are banned, play those, and make the world's worst deck to go around.
100%. And there's going to be people who are going to like be pushing RAM to their limits, but there's also going to be people who are showing up and having fun. So if you get boxed your first round by someone who's playing like the best deck, it's fine. Your round 2, your round 3, you'll be playing against decks at the same level that you've built, which is kind of how organized plays works. Also, huge shout out on Saturday, Tehran is running Eternal. So if you want to get some Eternal gaming in, he put up a really great guide about how to get into Eternal, specifically if you're a player who hasn't seen the full card pool. It's a really approachable guide, and I think he's done some great work on that. So that'll be on Saturday as well. So your whole weekend, you got some good old Netrunner to worry about. Tron says Eternal is super great. Ban list dropped as well this morning, so check that out. I'll have a video talking about it ideally tomorrow morning. I got to finish that edit tonight. It's going to be a long night, but once again, thanks so much for dropping in. I normally do my Patreon thanks. We're going to not do it now because it's everyone on the call. It gets a bit awkward, but we'll see you all on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks again for dropping in.
Thanks for having us.
Ciao.